I'm in Oklahoma, and the Scourdle High School football game of the week is at Jack Pawhuska Field in Stroud as the undefeated Stroud Tigers take on the one-loss Pawhuska Huskies. Our presenting sponsor is High Plains Insurance, and this game is also brought to you by Bank of Pawhuska, Osage Outfitters, Mako Promotions, Bank First, Stroud National Bank, Simple Simon's Pizza, Carpenter Insurance, Stroud Regional Medical Center, and Central Tech. Good evening, I'm Tom Nelson. Two teams that look very similar hook up with a trip to the state quarters in Class A on the line. Stroud has rolled through their schedule, winning District A7 while outscoring the opposition 54-9 in their last 6 ball games. Pawhuska shook off a Week 10 loss to Pawnee for the district title. They blitzed Oklahoma Union for the second time this season, 52-6 last week. We will keep an eye on the quarterbacks in this one. Grant Ellerick is the coach's son for Stroud. He's completed 67% of his passes for over 2,300 yards, 22 touchdown passes, and just 2 picks. The Huskies' Bryce Drummond has thrown for almost 3,000 yards this season, completing 67% of his passes and 32 touchdown passes as well. You couple that with a couple of aggressive, very fast defenses, and we could have a lot of fun tonight. It's Stroud and Pawhuska, and it's coming up next on the Scourdle High School Football Game of the Week, presented by High Plains Insurance.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Rain or shine, Carpenter Insurance has you covered. With offices in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee, they are proud to be a small-town company with small-town values while insuring clients across the state and beyond. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and business, health, boats and RVs, and so much more. Since 1954, they've been finding the best coverage for you. It's what they do. Carpenter Insurance in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee. Find out more at carpenteragency.com. Always proud to support our kids on the field and in the classroom.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide, towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Stream like the pros with Scourdle Live. Find out more at scourdle.com/stream.
The Bank of Pawhuska is Husky proud and is excited to back Pawhuska High School in tonight's game. The Bank of Pawhuska prides itself on taking bold steps forward to serve Pawhuska and the surrounding communities, with friendly customer service that treats you like a person, not a number, and all of the conveniences you would want and expect from your bank. The grass is really greener at the Bank of Pawhuska. Come grow with us. And remember, go Huskies! 1329 East Main in Pawhuska, member FDIC.
We see what drives you. A life that isn't tied to an 8 to 5. An office with a view. Earn your CDL at Central Tech Truck Driver Training in just 23 days. With salaries starting as high as $65,000. Get trained, get paid. Central Tech. Start driving.
Tom Nelson with you back here in Stroud. Weather could be an issue tonight. It's not raining right now, but it has rained here in Stroud pretty recently today, and the field conditions could be interesting. It is quite a bit wet out there, pretty moist, and field conditions for these teams have a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism. That could be a little bit of an equalizer. Both these teams, though, have that speed and athleticism, so we'll see what happens with that. It's 37 degrees outside. It feels like 31, and while it's not raining, last time I was out there about 10 minutes ago, there was a bit of a heavy mist. So It is moist out there. It's not a fun night to be sitting in the stands tonight. The players are going to have a great time with this one, but it will be a cold and damp, miserable night for high school football. Take a look along the top of your broadcast, your screen, your computer, your app. You see all the scores going on across the state tonight. It is round 2 of the high school football playoffs, and we'll talk about those Class A scores as we go along, but you can follow along statewide, and we'll update some scores at halftime and in post-game as well. Pawhuska coming onto the field, making the drive from about an hour or so north of here. My first time I've done football here at Jack Pawhuska Field. I've done a lot of basketball broadcasts here, but this is the first football game, and really a fantastic field and a fantastic facility. You sit right on top of the action under the lights here in Stroud tonight. I will be going solo for, well, I might be doing it all evening, but at least for a while. Our color commentator tonight, Coach Richard Davis, had a little bit of a family emergency he had to take care of in Oklahoma City. He's hoping to get up here in time to jump in on the call, but we may just go solo. As Stroud won the opening toss, they will get the football. As Pawhuska coming onto the field right now will kick it away. A.J. Soliano's the kicker. He'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. And once again, watch that footing because it's only going to get worse. You can tell by looking there's a lot of mud out there right now. And the bad thing about it is you have a mud bowl or a ugly game tonight that tears up the turf. You play a home game next week, you might end up playing on that turf again, and it might just be worse. But both teams are playing in the same conditions tonight. We'll get a chance to see quarterback Grant Ellerick and his twin brother Drew Ellerick. They're both the coach's sons. Grant has thrown for over 2,300 yards, completed 67% of his passes, and his brother has caught 51 of those passes for 775 yards and 10 touchdowns. Gage Perrick is their tailback. He's rushed for over 1,300 yards and 26 touchdowns, averaging 10.4 yards a carry. A.J. Soliano will tee it up. Back deep is Gage Perrick and Chase Newman for Stroud, playing for a trip to the state quarterfinals in Class A. Here we go from Stroud. The approach in the boot. On the return from the 15-yard line, it's fumbled and picked up at the 20 and upended right there.
On the return, number 15.
Is Chasen Newman.
At the 21-yard line.
So the offensive set for Stroud. Grant Ellerick, the quarterback, Gage Perrick. The running back, Matthew Beck, is an H-back. The wide receivers, Drew Ellerick, Dylan Collins, and Chasen Newman, the tight end. The offensive line, Will Pittman and Eric Shields, the tackles, John Rogenkamp and Jake Edwards, the guards. The center is Chayton Ellick. First down and 10. This drive will start at the 21-yard line. They'll throw it, a little inside screen caught at the 20. Across the field, 20, 25, 30 to the near sideline, 45, 50. And a lot of running room. Can they chase him down? They will to the 22-yard line. A big gainer on first down. That reception was made by Drew Ellerick. So the brothers hook up, the twin brothers hook up for a big gain on first down. So the drive that started at the 21-yard line all the way down to the 21-yard line. First down and 10. The gain on the play of 78 yards. They'll throw it again. Nobody there, incomplete inside the 15-yard line. They put the heat on Grant Ellerick. He ended up on his backside at second down and 10. Yeah, for Drew Ellerick, that's his 52nd catch of the season. He's up over 800 yards, 850 yards receiving now. Came in averaging 15.2 yards a catch. That one helped that average. Second down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Stroud in the blue tops and bottoms and blue helmets with the white S. Handoff up the middle. Perrick running room to the 10 to the 5, touchdown. Gage Perrick, his 27th rushing touchdown of the season as he scores from 21 yards out. And just like that, Stroud goes on top 6-0. Boy, they wasted absolutely no time. was a 3-play drive, and they go 79 yards. They'll go for 2, rolling right. Grant Elric looking, and he'll be sacked as he was chased down and thrown down. 11:22 to play in the first quarter. Stroud leads 6-0. This is the game of the week on Squirtle. At Macco Promotions in Stroud, promoting your business is their business. They offer unique quality promotional products, excellent service, and customer-focused marketing. Jason Huey is at your service when you are looking to thank a customer, reward top achievers, put on the event of the year, or increase your brand awareness. Find Jason online at maccopromotions.com/Jason Huey or call 405-795-7850. Check out their holiday gift guide and their newest products at maccopromotions.com. 202 North Old Stroud Road in Stroud.
When it comes to helping local folks with loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call.
Stroud scored in a 3-play, 79-yard drive in just 28 seconds, a 21-yard touchdown run by Gage Perrick. As I said, his 27th rushing touchdown of the season. The 2-point conversion was no good on the sack. Now Chasen Newman will tee it up at the 40-yard line for the Tigers. He'll boot it away short and taken on a bounce to the 15-yard line. Back up the middle of the field across the 30 to the 32. A return by Kevin Davis, and that is where Pawhuska will take over. First down and 10, trailing 6-0. They'll start the drive on their own 32-yard line, and they'll start it with 11:17 to play in the first quarter. The offense for the Dogs, Bryce Drummond, the quarterback. The tailback is Kevin Davis, the fullback Hunter Reed, the H-back Dalton Hurd. Receivers Mason Gilkey, Evan Fry, and Cade McNeil. The offensive line from left to right, Gabe Letzkus, Ryan Henley, Tristan McCartney, Jesse Carr, and Dylan Doyle. Put the man in motion from right to left, and they'll dump it out in the left flat to that motion man, a few yards to the 35-yard line, and that is just about it. They get the ball in the hands of Cade McNeil. Gain on the play of 2 to bring up second down and 8. For Cade McNeil, it's his 51st catch of the season. Now on second down and 7. Oh, nowhere to run that time, as that is Drummond trying to find some running room. Take it back, they got it in the hands of Cade McNeil, and McNeil will gain a yard, and that is it. Boy, Stroud has a chance to get a 3-and-out defensively. It's third down and 6. Back to throw. The pass is incomplete. He threw it behind. It might be a backward lateral. Who jumped on that football? They will say incomplete. So Bryce Drummond, dangerous pass out into the flat, and it's fourth down and 6 and a 3-and-out as Pawhuska will give it right back to Stroud. Bryce Drummond will step back to punt the football away. Back deep for Stroud is Drew Ellerick, and the kick is away. Ellerick will call fair catch. He'll fumble the football. It's loose, and he dove back on it. He will jump on it on the 25-yard line. Watch out, that football's going to get a little damp. And, of course, the field conditions, nothing to be desired right now as it's very wet. Drew Ellerick for 58 yards down to the 21-yard line, and Gage Perrick took it in from 21 yards out. Trying to find some running room to the near side of the 24-yard line. That's just about it. Not a whole lot there. The carry by Gage Perrick will bring up second down and 9. Gain of 1. Tackle made by Cody Spire. Cody Starr, a 5'10", 150-pound junior, the strong safety. Gain of 1, second down and 9. So glad to have you watching on Squirtle tonight. I would imagine you're a lot warmer and drier than the people who are here watching. Pass out on the flat. The receiver fell down as slipping was Chasen Newman. That will bring up third down and 9. And now Pawhuska can get a stop. If they can stop the Tigers on third down and long. Nice crowd here. Pawhuska brought a lot of fans from up north, and of course Stroud filling up the stands on the near side. Big third down and 9 from the 25-yard line. Back to throw is Elric. Here comes the blitz. They set up the screen. It's caught. Running room and a first down. Near sideline across the 40 to the 45-yard line. And that catch was made by Matthew Beck. For Matthew Beck, his 33rd catch of the season. And again on the play from the 25-yard line to the 45. Give him 20. That'll keep that drive alive. First down and 10, 45-yard line. We'll tick down to 9 minutes to play in the first quarter. Stroud already on top 6-0. One back set with an H-back. They'll hand off up the middle, and boy, running into a pilot. Actually getting a yard or two to the 46, maybe the 47 is Gage Perrick. Give him 1. John Reed made the stop. Also Lasharo Wildcat. 1 yard gain to the 46-yard line. Gage Perrick, a state champion in Class A in the 200 meters last spring. So he's definitely a speedster. They'll run an I formation with the fullback this time. And now a timeout is called by Grant Elric. We'll take a break. 8:36 to play in the first quarter. Or did they call a penalty? No, we're not going to go anywhere right now. It was a penalty. Somebody moved on Pawhuska's side, made contact. It's a 5-yard penalty, makes it second down and 4. They'll move the ball out to the across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Don't you wish we were playing with some turf?
So second down and 4. The I formation, hand off to Perrick. Perrick steps out of a tackle, but he didn't step out of a second one. Great tackle by Hunter Reed. It'll bring up third down and short. Gain from the 49-yard line down to the 46, so he'll get 3. It'll bring up third down and 1. They've got to get inside the 45 to move the chains. I formation, running behind the fullback is Perrick, and he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll be stacked up about 2 yards short. And they're going to give him forward progress to the line of scrimmage. So no gain. Hunter Reed stepping in there with the tackle. It's fourth down and 1. Decision time for Stroud. Not much of a decision for Chris Ellerick as he says go for it. Fourth down and 1. Power formation with the fullback. Grant Ellerick will check off to the near sideline, step back up under center, and run the quarterback sneak. And good push by Pawhuska. He's going to get a good spot, though. He'll get a really good spot inside the 45-yard line, which should be enough for the first down. They'll put it down inside the 45. It's a first down, so give him a yard. I'll be honest with you, that was a really good spot for where it looked like I thought he got. They gave him a little more forward progress than I thought. So first down and 10. Just inside the 45-yard line, the nose of the football in the 45. We can really see that field in the muddy conditions. It's just going to get worse throughout the evening. Pistol formation this time, option to the near side. Pitch it to Perrick. He steps out of a tackle, actually gets a couple of yards out of a play that should have been a loss of 5. As he stepped out of a tackle, the Shario Wildcat with the stop. Also Cade McNeil, gain of 2, brings up second down and 8, the ball at the 42-yard line. Perrick had that 21-yard touchdown run. He's got 6 carries for 29 yards rushing early in this one. Second down and 8. Little play action, back to throw this time. Out pattern is incomplete. He was looking for his brother, Drew Ellerick. It's incomplete to bring up third down and 8. Here comes the 10th play of this drive. Clock stop with 6:13 to play in the first quarter. Stroud scored in about 20 or so seconds in their opening drive of the ball game after they took the opening kickoff. The big play was a 58-yard hookup from Grant Ellerick to Drew Ellerick. Third down and 8, back to throw. Flag flies. Dump it out in the flat near side. It's incomplete off of the hands of Drew Ellerick, but there is a flag down. And we'll wait for the officials to make this call. Tell you what, by the end of the night, these uniforms are going to be very dirty. If they hit the ground, they've got mud on them. It's a penalty against Stroud. So now, if Pawhuska may decline this penalty, it'd be 4th down and 8, and that is exactly what Coach Matt Hennessy is saying across the way. Decline the penalty. It's 4th down and 8 at the 42-yard line. Will Grant Ellerick step back and punt this football? He will line up in a shotgun, 2 wide to the left, 1 to the right. Don't be surprised if he kicks it. He will. Angling toward the near sideline. Let's see what kind of a bounce it gets. It gets a roll and dies at the 16-yard line. And that is where Pawhuska will take over 1st down and 10. So the Dogs get a stop. Now they get the ball back, trailing 6-0. This drive will start with 6 minutes and 1 second to play in the first quarter at the 16-yard line. In their opening drive of the ball game, Pawhuska went 3 and out. Pawhuska, those gray uniforms, black numbers trimmed in orange. They're the Huskies, but they call themselves the DAWGS, the Dogs. 1st down and 10 from the 16-yard line. Drummond in the empty backfield. Fakes the jet sweep, tries to get to the edge. Trying to get to the edge, and he'll end up getting a couple of yards, but great job by Stroud of stringing that one out. They'll give him, just give him the 17-yard line, a gain of 1. Seth Klein strung him out and gets credit for the stop. 5.5 to play, first quarter. 2nd down and 9. Drummond from the gun wants to dump it out in the flat near side. Little swing pattern incomplete. Once again, that ball is probably a little damp, maybe a little bit of mud on it, and it was dropped by Kevin Davis, the running back coming out of the backfield. So that'll set up 3rd down and 9, another 3rd and long situation. Both these offenses that have put up prolific numbers all season long. Pawhuska averages 50 points a game. They give up 12. 3rd down and 9. Setting up the screen pass across the middle. It's caught, but only a gain of about 2 or so. They get the ball to Hunter Reed. And it will be 4th down and 7. They'll mark the ball at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 on the pass completion. They'll punt. Drummond's punt almost blocked. It will take a hop and roll down inside the 50-yard line to the 45, and that is where Stroud will take over 1st down and 10. So back-to-back 3 and outs for Pawhuska. And Stroud leading 6-0, has pretty good starting field position right at the 45-yard line. Grant Ellerick is 2 for 6 passing for 78 yards. Gage Perrick, 6 carries for 29 yards rushing to lead the way for the Tigers. Tom Nelson with you from Stroud tonight. They're going to hand off to Perrick up the middle. They get out just shy of the 50-yard line, getting him down at the 49. A gain on 1st down of 4 yards. Stop was made by Jamar Goff. And That'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Rolling solo tonight so far. Richard Davis had a family emergency. He hopes to get a chance to get up here to Stroud and spend some time talking with me about this fantastic game. But right now we're just rolling solo, and we'll do that if we have to do it all night. We'll take care of business. 2nd down and 6, and a flag will fly as the snap comes to the quarterback. Grant Elric was hightailing it around the right end. And no flag, they'll just say stoppage because of the timeout called. We'll take it with them. 3:59 to play in the first quarter. Stroud leads Pawhuska 6-0. This is the game of the week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Stroud Regional Medical Center makes a difference in Greater Lincoln County. Since 1978, they've grown to serve the area while staying true to the traditions that helped build the hospital. Their dedicated team and quality medical staff are ready to provide you with competent, compassionate care. Serving your health care needs is their top priority, and they are committed to continually improving the quality of care they provide in their hospital and clinics. Serving all with respect, quality, and compassion. Stroud Regional Medical Center, 2308 Route 66 West in Stroud.
Second down and 6 coming out of the timeout. Handoff up the middle, trying to pick his way off right tackle is Gage Perrick. He's across midfield down to the 48-yard line, picking up 3, which will bring up 3rd down and about 2. Boy, they're working it to Gage Perrick tonight. Winner of this game takes on the winner of the Frederick Ringling game, which will keep you updated on scores on that one throughout the evening as well on the Squirtle scoreboard. Here's 3rd down and 2. Up under center is Elric. This time going to pitch near side and getting to the edge and more down to the 35-yard line, inside the 30, inside the 25, down to the 20. What a run by Gage Perrick. Another big run for him. They're going to mark him out of bounds to the 21-yard line. Gain on the play of 27 yards. Look who's knocking on that door again. Just about to get into the red zone as Stroud already leads 6-0 with 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Elric up under center will hand off to Perry. Huge hole up the middle inside the 15-yard line, spun down at the 14, tackled by Trey Harper. Trey Harper, a preseason All-Stater in Class A. They're going to mark the ball at the 13-yard line, a gain of 8. And boy, Stroud working ahead of schedule now. 2nd down and short. They can do so many things. A chance to go up 2 possessions. One back set, handoff to the H-back to the near side, and nothing doing as he is chased out of bounds for a loss. And the tackle made by Hunter Reed will make the loss back to the 16-yard line. He'll lose 3.
Stopped at the 16-yard line, 3rd down 5.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5. Hand off to Perrick. He's got running room down to the 10, 1st down, and inside the 10-yard line down to the 7. So a gain of 9 for Gage Perrick. He is the workhorse. 13 carries, take it back, 11 carries already. 11 carries for 80 yards rushing here late in the first quarter. Off to a great start. Going to give it to him again, and he will be blown up in the backfield and attacked and thrown down. Leading the way for Pawhuska was Lasharo Wildcat as he pounced, to use cat terms. Back to the 11-yard line, a loss of 4. I went back as far as I could. This is the first meeting between these two teams since at least 1969. Went back 50 years. So I'm saying this is probably the first time they've ever played each other. Second down and goal from the 11. Little play action. Elric has a man open at the goal line. They're going to say he got in. They're going to say he stepped out at the 1-yard line. As he hooks up with Drew Elric again. Boy, his brother, the twin brothers, hookup has been pretty impressive. A gain of 10. Drew Elric, his second catch of the night. And on first and goal, getting into the end zone is Grant Elric, the quarterback, on the quarterback sneak. And just like that, a minute to play in the first quarter, Stroud on top 12-0. The 1-yard run by Grant Elric is his 6th rushing touchdown of the season. They'll go for 2. Elric will roll right. Out pattern, threw it behind his intended receiver, incomplete. 59 seconds to play in the first quarter. Stroud leads Pawhuska 12-0, and we will take a break. It is the Squirtle Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide. Towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
At Osage Outfitters in Pawhuska, the Western lifestyle is the only one they know. Joey and Callie have made downtown Pawhuska a destination when you want quality Western wear as well as the highest quality of Western fashion. Osage Outfitters dresses some of the toughest cowboys around, the ranch hands, day workers, and rodeo cowboys. In the ladies' boutique, you'll find fashionable clothing for a night out at the rodeo or every day working on the ranch. They know quality and will only bring you the best. The finest collections in the Western world are in downtown Pawhuska at Osage Outfitters. Go to OsageOutfittersPawhuska.com.
Jack Poskey Field in Stroud, and the home team has jumped out early 12-0 on Pawhuska. A 9-play 55-yard drive in 3 minutes and 37 seconds. And the quarterback, Grant Elric, scores from 1 yard out. The 2-point conversion pass was incomplete. And with 59 seconds remaining in the first quarter, it is 12-0 Tigers. Short kick taken by an up man at the 33-yard line. Running room across the 40 to the 45. And that return was by Dalton Hurd, a 6-foot-tall, 155-pound senior. So good starting field position for the Huskies. They'll start the drive at the 46-yard line, just shy of midfield. And the drive will start with 53 seconds to play in the first quarter. Empty the backfield, 3 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Bryce Drummond early on is 2 for 4 passing for 4 yards. We put the man in motion. The jet sweep trying to get to the edge is Cade McNeil, and he won't. Maybe a yard. He was popped pretty good. Let's see, they'll give him the 47-yard line. A gain of 1. Perrick with the stop, Gage Perrick. And it will be 2nd down and 9. Drummond to throw. Left sideline. Let him a little bit too long. That'll bring up 3rd down and 9. So 3rd down and long as Pawhuska with 2 3-and-outs on their first 2 possessions. They'd love to get their first down of the ball game right here. Fake the jet sweep, and Drummond going nowhere. Stroud had that one sniffed out. No gain on the play will bring up 4th down and 9. Leading the way was Isaiah Campbell, the 6'2", 200-pound sophomore. Another big defensive stop for Stroud, another 3-and-out for Pawhuska, and that is the end of the first quarter. Great start for the Tigers in front of the home fans as they lead Pawhuska 12-0. This is the Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056.
First play of the second quarter. They go for it on 4th down and 8, and the pass is incomplete. And Stroud will take over in Pawhuska territory. Matt Hennessy rolling the dice and came up empty. Wow. So they go for it on 4th down, incomplete pass. And Stroud will take over 1st down and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 47-yard line of Pawhuska. First time that either team has started a drive in the other's territory. Going for the downs on 1st down. The pass is incomplete. It's intended for Gage Perrick. And that will bring up 2nd down and 10 as they were going for it, looking for a 3-score lead. I think I said it was intended for Perrick. Pass actually intended for Matthew Beck. So now it's 2nd down and 10. They were going for it. Going for the quick strike. Up under center. Handoff up the middle and nothing doing. Perrick on the carry to the 46, picks up just 1. Jamar Goff with the stop for the Huskies. 3rd down and 9. And Pawhuska in a position right here. They would love to get a stop. One thing about it, if Stroud would punt the football away, they have a chance to really pin Pawhuska back deep in their own territory. We'll see what happens. A 1-back set. 3 receivers stacked to the left side. Handoff to Perrick. Steps out of a tackle. Gets inside the 45-yard line down to the 43. Only picking up 3 yards. Not enough. That'll bring up 4th down. It'll be 4th down and 6. In that first quarter, Pawhuska had 7 yards of total offense. Stroud had 163 yards offense in that first quarter. Big 4th down and 6 play. Pawhuska needs to get a stop right here. Wouldn't be surprised if this is a quick kick. It is. They're going to angle toward the near sideline. Let's see where this bounces to. It's going to die inside the 5 and be downed at the 2. So now Pawhuska has a lot of real estate in front of them. They're got their backs against the goal line on that end of the field. 10:24 to play in the first half. Stroud leads 12-0. So going forward on 4th down for Pawhuska really hurts their field position, as they could have punted the ball away and maybe had a chance to stop Stroud, get the ball back again at the 25 or 30-yard line. As it is, well, there's a personal foul on Pawhuska. I think they're saying that the ball was down at the 6, which tells me they'll move it half the distance back to the 3. Let's see here. They're going to put it at the 1. So this drive will start at the 1-yard line. What can they do here? Handoff up the middle into the scrum, maybe a yard, maybe 2. I believe that carry was Kevin Davis. Kind of hard to tell down there. Give him a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd down and 7. The ball will be marked at the 4-yard line. Back to throw this time, Drummond. Now he's being chased, dumps it out in the flat. It's caught at about the 1 and getting back to the line of scrimmage on that one, and that's just about it.
Pass completed to number 11, Kevin Davis. Stopped at the
Ball was caught by Davis.
5-yard line.
He'll pick up 1 for Kevin Davis, his 13th catch of the season. Here's 3rd down and 6. Pawhuska really needs a first down. Spread the field 4 wide, empty backfield. Here comes Drummond. Set up the screen pass. It's caught. Davis, can he step out of a tackle? He does. First down and more. Across the 20-yard line, out across the 25. Big first down for Pawhuska, their first of the evening. It comes with 9 minutes and change remaining in the first half. Mark the ball at the 28-yard line. Gain of 23.
29-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
So back-to-back catches by Davis. Now this one's incomplete. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10. Bryce Drummond is 4 for 8 passing for 28 yards. 2nd down and 10. 3 wide to the near side, 1 to the right, 1 back set. And a little quarterback draw by Drummond this time, and Stroud having nothing of it. Maybe a yard or so, and that's just about it.
Stopped at the 31-yard line. On the tackle for Stroud, number 19, Matthew Beck, number 50.
Matthew Beck on the stop, also Jesse Carr. I'll take it back, it's actually Leo Young with the tackle. So 3rd down and 8. That ball almost picked off at the 40-yard line. There wasn't a Pawhuska player in the vicinity. It was almost intercepted by Gage Perrick. And now it is 4th down and 8.
How much were those burgers?
And it looks like Pawhuska will punt this one away. Of course, Bryce Drummond is the quarterback and the punter. He'll extend his shotgun formation and kick this one away. End over end, it hits in the mud and rolls down to the 30-yard line, and that is where it will be down. So blown dead at the 30-yard line. Stroud has it back, leading 12-0 with 8:16 to play in the first half. Gage Perrick, 14 carries, 80 yards rushing, including a 21-yard touchdown run. Grant Elrick has a touchdown run as well, the quarterback for Stroud. And he's completed 3 of 8 passes for 88 yards. On first down, Perrick up the middle, runs into a wall after a gain of 1. Stop was made by Wildcat. 2nd down and 8, the gain of 2. you're just joining us, Stroud scored 38 seconds into the contest on a 3-play drive, a quick one. Around the edge, near side, lots of running room. Down the near sideline, 30-yard line down to the 25 to Drew Ellerick. Nope, it's actually Perrick. I couldn't see the number on the back of the jersey was covered in mud, and it is actually Perrick on the carry. So Gage Perrick is up over 100 yards rushing, down to the 16-yard line. A 52-yard run. He's got 16 carries, 132 yards rushing in this one. Up near 1,500 yards rushing on the season. Give it to him again around the right side. He tips toes down the sideline and picks up an extra yard or two, and then a flag flies in late. Might have been a late hit on that near sideline. Hunter Reed made the stop, but they might tack on some more yardage on this one. The officials will discuss. Tom Nelson, glad to be with you tonight. Our production crew is Corey Rogers, Trey Robinson, and Ethan Sunken. And Adam Dieselhorst not with us tonight, but he's got a pretty good reason. My compadre, Coach Randy Turney, who's usually with me, is in Burlington tonight. They're naming the floor after him. It's Randy Turney Court, forever and ever at Burlington High School, the home of the Elks and Lady Elks. And what a great honor for Coach Turney, who had a great coaching career in Northwest Oklahoma. So this penalty will be marked off against the Dogs. And by the time they mark this one half the distance, it should be right around the 10-yard line, maybe the 11. Let's see. They'll put it at the, about the 10.5. Let's say the 10.
Moves the ball to the Pawhuska 10-yard line. First and 10 for the Tigers.
So first and goal, actually they can get a first down inside the 1-yard line. It looks like the ball is resting just outside the 10. Perrick up the middle, won't need it. Touchdown Stroud. 10-yard run for Gage Perrick, his second rushing touchdown of the contest. He's having a big night. So is the home team, 18-0. 7:13 to play in the first half. They'll go for 2. They're 0 for 2 so far. Actually 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions. They won't get this one either. Perrick is upended. 7:13 to play in the first half. Stroud 18, Pawhuska nothing. This is the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Rain or shine, Carpenter Insurance has you covered. With offices in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee, they are proud to be a small-town company with small-town values while insuring clients across the state and beyond. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and business, health, boats, and RVs, and so much more. Since 1954, they've been finding the best coverage for you. It's what they do. Carpenter Insurance in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee. Find out more at carpenteragency.com. Always proud to support our kids on the field and in the classroom.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide, towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
On a cold, damp night in Stroud, the home team is much warmer than the visitors across the way. Stroud scores on a 4-play, 70-yard drive in 1:03. Gage Perrick from 10 yards out. The 2-point conversion run, no good. 7:13 to play in the first half. It's 18-0. The Tigers. And Pawhuska still in this ball game, but they need something to happen big, something positive for them before halftime. They do not want to go into the locker room down 18-0. And the kick picked up at the 25-yard line, trying to find some running room out across the 35. Getting really hard to see those numbers between the lighting and the mud. So Pawhuska will take over, first down and 10. The line of scrimmage is the 40-yard line. That is where they will start this drive with 7:04 to play in the first half. Let's see here. At the end of the first quarter, they had 7 yards of total offense. 3 and 2 is 5. 8. They've got 36 yards total offense now, most of it on that 23-yard pass hookup from Bryce Drummond to Kevin Davis in the last drive. There's running room up the middle. Big play for Pawhuska, their biggest gain of the contest. Mason Gilkey. Gilkey will get inside the 25-yard line down to the 24. So a gain on the play of 36 yards. Mason Gilkey. First down and 10. Drummond to throw. Right flat, incomplete. He short-armed it, intended it for Davis. That'll bring up second down and 10. Stroud has scored a 21-yard run by Gage Perrick, a 1-yard run by Grant Ellerick, and a 10-yard run by Perrick just moments ago. Second down and 10 for Pawhuska. Their best push into Stroud territory at the Tiger 24-yard line. Drummond will hand off up the middle. Not a whole lot there for Davis that time, down to the 24. Matter of fact, no gain.
Ball carries number 11, Kevin Davis. 6 minutes. Stop by 21, Drew Ellerick.
Drew Ellerick on the stop. It's third down and 9. We've not mentioned yet that one of Pawhuska's studs, Easton Kirk, is out. Injured his thigh early in the Pawnee game in Week 10. They hope if they can win tonight, they'd have him back for next week. But kind of a thigh injury, not a hamstring, but a thigh injury. And this time Drummond is sacked back at the 30-yard line as he was chased down and thrown down. And the sack by Drew Ellerick. Lost back to the 27, losing 3. And that will bring up fourth down and 13. They'll run a pistol formation. Nope. Go to the shotgun. Reverse. And now a flea flicker. Dump it out right flat to Davis, and he is decleated and de-helmeted. And they threw a flag that might be targeting. Wow.
Pass is completed to number 11, Kevin Davis.
Wow.
Tackle made by 11, Zeb Blancart. There is a
The
flag.
big hit by Zeb Blancart. We didn't know if he would play tonight as he came into tonight's game injured, but he just made a mark in this one. And although, to be honest with you, this could end up being a huge break. If it is targeting, that is what they are discussing right now. And I'll be honest with you, I've not seen a targeting penalty in high school football this year in the games that I've done. But if that's what it is, they may lose Blancart, and it would be a first down for Pawhuska. But let's wait and see. Let's don't speculate. But he hammered Kevin Davis, and Davis's helmet went flying into the air. Big moment in this ball game right here. That was fourth down and 13. Here we go. Personal foul, targeting.
Indications, personal foul on the defense.
No sign of ejection. That might be a college football rule and a pro rule.
That was a great hit. He just got rocked in the rest stop.
But it will be a first down for Pawhuska down to the 12-yard line. So first down and 10 at the 12 as Pawhuska looks to get on the scoreboard. They'll group 3 wide receivers to the near side, the left side, the wide side of the field. One to the right, and the pistol formation with, looks like Davis staying in there. Now take it back. That's not Davis lined up. That is J.T. Waddle lined up as Davis, I believe, went to the sideline. Drummond to throw. Now he's flushed. Now has some running room to the 10. And he's thrown it out of bounds at about the 6. And a flag flies. There was a little bit of extracurricular activity after Pawhuska went out of bounds, and it's actually Zeb Blankart again, who just got called for the targeting. This one's going against Pawhuska. This is going against Pawhuska. The other way, the personal foul. As Blankart was the victim, I would imagine they called it on Drummond. It should be after the play, which means it will be second down and 15 or 16, maybe 17, back at the 20-yard line.
Personal foul, offense, remains second down.
So they'll say it remains second down, so it's going to be second down. Yeah, it would be second down and about 17. That was first down and 10 after that previous penalty. So this is second down and 17. As the penalty happened, dead ball after the play. Just over 5 minutes remaining in the first half. And Pawhuska now second and 17, definitely in 4-down territory. Bryce Drummond, hands off, trying to get to the near side is Davis, and he's tackled back at the 23. Chased down and thrown down. And that tackle made by Perrick. He was also helped out by Dylan Collins. Well, actually, he'll lose 3 back to the 23-yard line. That will make it third down and 20. Bryce Drummond this time, little play action, rolling right. Throws across the middle, it is incomplete. Pass was intended for Dylan Collins. Take it back, it's Dalton Hurd. Now it's fourth down and 20. They've got to get inside the 3-yard line to move the chains. The ball resting back at the 23.
Fourth down 20 for the Huskies.
Zeb Blankart will come back in. Fourth down and 20. Dump it. They're going to run a little hook and lateral. Here comes a lineman running the football down to the 11-yard line where he was upended. That catch was made because Gabe Letzkus, who ends up running the ball down to the 11-yard line. Gabe Letzkus, the left tackle. They'll end up gaining 12 on the play, but that's not enough. And Pawhuska will take over. First down and 10 from the 12. This drive will start with 4:20 to play in the first half. It's 18-0 Stroud. Handoff near side. Running room across the 20-yard line of the 21. Nice run again for Gage Perrick, as boy, his uniform is going to be tough to wash. Mom, you got a job this weekend to get that uniform clean. Can't even see his number anymore on the back. Gain on the play of 8 will bring up second down and 2 with the ball resting at about the 20-yard line. He's over 150 yards rushing on 18 carries. I formation with the fullback. Perrick will run behind him to the 21, which will be about a yard short of the first down. Stop was made by J.T. Waddle, the senior, 5'9", 160. Third down and 1. Chris Ellerick talks to his quarterback, his son Grant. Chris has been coaching at Stroud for quite a while. Matter of fact, he took them to the state championship game. That was back in 2009. Made the finals, lost to Tonkawa 7-6. Up the middle. Ooh, did he get pushed back? Did he get the first down? It's going to be a matter of the spot right here. As Perrick will get to the 22, but is it enough for the first down? Reed on the stop. They may measure this. It's going to be very close. Big play right here, although it is third down, so the way Stroud has been moving the football, they might go for it on fourth down in less than a yard, but let's see. Bring the chains over. Get a tight shot of it right there, and he gets the first down. Gets the first down, move the chains. Stroud at this point with 2:55 to play in the first half would love to just put together a little time-consuming drive here, move the football down and score with about 20 seconds to play in the first half. They lead 18-0. Pawhuska has really not done a whole lot offensively. They've had one, what I would call big play, a 36-yard hookup. And Bryce Drummond to Mason Gilkey on that last drive. First down and 10. Up the middle, Perrick. Not a whole lot there as he ran right into Jamar Goff. Let's give him one to bring up second down and 9. Stick around, coming up at halftime. We'll go back and recap the scoring. We'll go through halftime stats, check the Squirtle scoreboard. Second down and 9 to throw this time as Elric, ball caught, first down. There's his brother Drew across the 40-yard line, and he fumbled. Did he fumble the football? He did, but was he down? Ball was picked up by Pawhuska. They'll say he was down. Cody Starr on the stop out to the 41-yard line, a gain of 18. The twin brothers hook up again. Third catch for Drew Elric. 3 catches for 86 yards for Drew. The two seniors hooking up, wanting to keep their high school football careers going. 1:52 to play in the first half and an official's timeout. As they are trying to, actually, it is somebody on Stroud's side. One of the coaches for Stroud is trying to fix a Pawhuska player's helmet down there. And that is Hagan McGuire, I believe. Still trying to get it figured out. So first down and 10, the ball resting at the 41-yard line. As Pawhuska will run Ryan Henley into the ball game. First down and 10. Perrick, little counter. 45, 50, and down to the 47 of Pawhuska. Gain of 12. Nice run on the counter. Stop was made by John Reed. Clock now at 1:43 as he got out of bounds.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about on defense. Just his entire back is just mud.
First down and 10. Elric up under center this time. Counter give. Perrick again and is blown up in the backfield. Great defensive play by Lasharo Wildcat for the loss. He'll lose 2 back to the 49. That may be, let's see here. That is, well, the second tackle for a loss on Gage Perrick tonight. And a timeout called with 1:31 to play in the first half, called by Stroud. Let's pay a bill or two. We'll take a break. Tigers on top 18-0. This is the game of the week on Squirtle.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
There you see the scoreboard here at Stroud, 18-0. The Tigers on top of the Dogs. Winner moves on to take on either Frederick or Ringling. We'll check that score at halftime. Second down and 12 for the Tigers. Into the backfield. Back to throw is Elric. They set the screen pass up. It's caught. Running room down to the 45-yard line, and that is about it. As Drew Elric will make his 4th catch of the night. Wildcat on the stop. So a gain on the play of 4. And another timeout. Let's pay another bill. 1:22 to play first half. This is the game of the week on Squirtle.
The Bank of Pawhuska is Husky proud and is excited to back Pawhuska High School in tonight's game. The Bank of Pawhuska prides itself on taking bold steps forward to serve Pawhuska and the surrounding communities, with friendly customer service that treats you like a person, not a number, and all of the conveniences you would want and expect from your bank. The grass is really greener at the Bank of Pawhuska. Come grow with us. And remember, go Huskies! 1329 East Main in Pawhuska, member FDIC.
It is cold, it is wet, it is miserable in Stroud tonight, but the Tiger fans are having fun as they lead Pawhuska 18-0. It is 3rd down and 8 for Stroud in Pawhuska territory at the 44-yard line with 1:22 to play in the first half. Back to throw this time is Elric. Wide open left side, ball caught. Trying to get to the stick. That catch is made. Once again, it's hard to see the numbers. It was Herrick out of the backfield making the catch, or Perrick, excuse me, Gage Perrick. Wildcat on the stop. And the ball down to the 37-yard line, a gain of 8 on the hookup. And for Gage Perrick, that's his 29th catch of the season. And he is shy of the first down. At least they haven't given him a first down yet. They may measure. He is short by a few inches, so it'll be 4th down and short. I don't think he got out of bounds, so no, he didn't. So as soon as they set the ball, they'll put the clock back in motion with 1:11 to play in the first half. And then Stroud will have to try to get the first down and continue in a hurry to matriculate the ball down the field. It's very, very short, just inches. They'll put the clock in motion. 4th down and less than a yard. High formation with the fullback. Now a flag flies, and that'll go against Stroud. Moving back 5 yards as somebody jumped early. So now 4th and inches turns into 4th and 5 and inches. Back across the 40-yard line to the 42. Exactly a minute to play. And Pawhuska will look to get the stop right here. With an 18-0 lead, if I was Stroud, I might think about that little quick kick again. Pin Pawhuska back inside the 20-yard line. But nope, quarterback Grant Elric will be up under center this time. I formation, wideouts left and right. And he wants to throw. Right side, ball caught, first down to the 36-yard line. As he gives it to his favorite receiver, the one he's grown up with every day of his life, the twin brother Drew Elric. The gain from the 42-yard line down to the 36, a gain of 6. That is Drew's 5th catch of the ball game. 48 seconds, clock rolling, first down and 10 from the 36. Elric to throw, right side, has a man. And a little too long for Matthew Beck, 2nd and 10. The clock does stop. We got the 12th play of this drive coming up. It started with 4 minutes and 20 seconds to play in the first half. We're down to 39 seconds. Second down, inside the 25 as Chasen Newman with the big catch and run. The gain from the 36, the 24. It's a gain of 12 yards. He gets out of bounds to stop the clock. Chasen Newman, his first catch tonight, his 18th catch of the season. First down and 10 from the 24. 32 seconds to play in the first half. This is working out quite nicely for Stroud. Pitch right side. Perrick to the edge. And he's strung out of bounds just shy of the 20-yard line. Nice job and a good tackle by J.T. Waddle. But give him the 20, which is a gain of 4. Perrick has carried the ball 24 times already in this contest. He has been a workhorse. Zeb Blancarde is the tailback, the backup running back, but he has been injured. As we said, he played earlier. He's played in the game on defense. Have not seen him on offense yet. 26 seconds to play. Second down and 6. Back to throw. Elric near corner of the end zone as a man caught. Touchdown. Another hookup, brother to brother. Drew Elric. 6th catch of the night. 20-yard touchdown hookup to make it 24-0. Perfectly executed 2-minute drill for Stroud. Actually, a perfectly executed 4-minute drill because they give it up at 21 seconds and they took over with 4:20 to play. They'll go for 2. 0 for 4 on 2-point conversions. They're going to get about an extra yard or so closer to the goal line as somebody jumped across and made contact for Pawhuska. So the 20-yard touchdown pass. What a perfect drive. And it looks like Stroud will go into the locker room with a 4-touchdown lead. Pitch near side. Perrick tries to get to the edge, turns it up, and this time he will work his way into the end zone for 2. 21 seconds to play in the first half. Stroud leads Pawhuska 26-0. This is the game of the week on Squirtle, brought to you by High Plains Insurance. The Bank of Pawhuska is Husky proud and is excited to back Pawhuska High School in tonight's game. The Bank of Pawhuska prides itself on taking bold steps forward to serve Pawhuska and the surrounding communities, with friendly customer service that treats you like a person, not a number, and all of the conveniences you would want and expect from your bank. The grass is really greener at the Bank of Pawhuska. Come grow with us. And remember, go Huskies! 1329 East Main in Pawhuska, member FDIC. How about this? 14-play drive, covered 88 yards in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. Capped on a 20-yard touchdown pass from the Twins, Elric to Elric, Grant to Drew, and then Gage Perrick with the first 2-point conversion of the night. And Stroud is shutting out Pawhuska late in the first half, 26-0. It's been all home team, all Tigers so far in this one. And at halftime, we'll check the Squirtle scoreboard and give you an idea about who awaits the winner of this ball game. Matter of fact, I'll see if I can do it right now. Ringling is leading Frederick 13-0 at halftime. On the kick, jumping on it at the 21-yard line, around the 22. And that return, short though it may be, by Mason Gilkey. So I would imagine with 18 seconds to play in the first half, would not be surprised if Matt Hennessy says, let's take it to the locker room and regroup and try to get back in this one in the second half. These field conditions, though, not going to be conducive to somebody crawling back into this ball game. Going to need some turnovers if you're Pawhuska. Need some good things to happen. They're going to go for it, spread the field and throw the football deep. Across the middle, intercepted. Back the other way on the return as the pass was picked off. The interception. Was that Amari Morris? Kind of hard to tell. We'll check it at halftime. But now with 10 seconds to play, Stroud has an opportunity to score again. High formation, wideouts left and right. They're going for it. Now the rush, and now sliding and tackled behind the line of scrimmage by Jack Long. Back at the 47-yard line, there was a flag. The clock is stopped. Might be a hold. It is a hold against Stroud, moving back beyond midfield. Or they might decline the penalty and just take second down. It is declined. So the loss back to the 42-yard line. The original line of scrimmage was the 35, and that'll be the end of the first half. What a first half it was for Stroud. 26-0. They lead Pawhuska in this Class A second-round playoff matchup. We'll take a break. Our halftime show begins after this. This is the Squirtle Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
We see what drives you. A life that isn't tied to an 8 to 5. An office with a view. Earn your CDL at Central Tech Truck Driver Training in just 23 days. With salary starting as high as $65,000. Get trained, get paid. Central Tech. Start driving.
At Macco Promotions in Stroud, promoting your business is their business. They offer unique quality promotional products, excellent service, and customer-focused marketing. Jason Huey is at your service when you are looking to thank a customer, reward top achievers, put on the event of the year, or increase your brand awareness. Find Jason online at maccopromotions.com/Jason Huey or call 405-795-7850. Check out their holiday gift guide and their newest products at maccopromotions.com. 202 North Old Stroud Road in Stroud.
When it comes to helping local folks with loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call.
Stroud Regional Medical Center makes a difference in Greater Lincoln County. Since 1978, they've grown to serve the area while staying true to the traditions that help build the hospital. Their dedicated team and quality medical staff are ready to provide you with competent, compassionate care. Serving your health care needs is their top priority, and they are committed to continually improving the quality of care they provide in their hospital and clinics. Serving all with respect, quality, and compassion. Stroud Regional Medical Center, 2308 Route 66 West in Stroud.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide, towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
At Osage Outfitters in Pawhuska, the Western lifestyle is the only one they know. Joey and Callie have made downtown Pawhuska a destination when you want quality Western wear as well as the highest quality of Western fashion. Osage Outfitters dresses some of the toughest cowboys around, the ranch hands, day workers, and rodeo cowboys. In the ladies' boutique, you'll find fashionable clothing for a night out at the rodeo or every day working on the ranch. They know quality and will only bring you the best. The finest collections in the Western world are in downtown Pawhuska at Osage Outfitters. Go to OsageOutfittersPawhuska.com.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Halftime at Stroud. The Tigers on top of the Pawhuska Huskies 26-0 in this Class A second round matchup. Tom Nelson, glad to be with you from a cold and damp Stroud High School. And the home team is having a lot more fun. It's a lot warmer on the near side of the field than it is over on the far side, the fans that came down from Pawhuska. But I guarantee you, he will stick in and stay here until the bitter end, as Pawhuska's had a tremendous season and the future is bright for Matt Hennessy's squad, even if they can't come back in this one. Let's go back and recap the scoring. Very quick start for Stroud. They took the opening kickoff, took over on their own 21-yard line, scored in 3 plays, covered 79 yards in just 28 seconds. There was a big pass hookup on that opening drive from Grant Elrick to Drew Elrick of 58 yards, and then it was Gage Perrick with the 21-yard touchdown run. They went for 2 and came up empty. 11:22 to play in the first quarter, and Stroud led 6-0. Pawhuska went 3 and out. Stroud got the ball back on their own 23-yard line, moved the ball across midfield, and then went backward to the 42-yard line, punted the football away. And Pawhuska took over on their own 16-yard line. They went 3 and out again before giving the ball back to Stroud, who took over on their own 45. And promptly marched down 9-play, 55-yard drive in 3 minutes and 32 seconds. The quarterback, Grant Elrick, scored from 1 yard out. The 2-point conversion pass was no good, and that made the score 12-0 with 59 seconds to play in the first half. A couple of empty drives, 2 of them for Pawhuska, 1 for Stroud, before Stroud took over with 8:16 to play in the first half on their own 30-yard line. And they scored in 4 plays, covered 70 yards in just 1 minute and 3 seconds. And it was Gage Parrish with the run from 10 yards out. And Perrick with his second rushing touchdown of the ball game at that point. 2-point conversion run no good. 7:13 to play in the first half, 18-0. 4 plays, 70 yards in 1 minute 3. Pawhuska strung together a couple of first downs, but went forward on 4th down and came up empty, and gave the ball to Stroud on their own 12-yard line. Best drive of the night so far for Pawhuska, but Stroud marches down the field, 14 plays, 88 yards in 3 minutes and 59 seconds. They scored with 21 seconds to play in the first half with a 20-yard touchdown pass from Grant to Drew Elrick, and it was Perrick with the 2-point conversion run to make it 26-0. Pawhuska, Bryce Drummond threw an interception, was picked off by Grant Elrick. I wanted to make sure I could not tell who picked that one off as they jumped on him and celebrated. Had a hard time reading the number, but it was Grant Elrick with the pick. And for Grant, it was his first interception of the season, I believe, for him. So good pick for him. And Stroud took a couple of shots down the field but came up empty. And at the end of the first half, it is all Stroud as they lead Pawhuska 26-0. We'll take a break, run through the halftime numbers, and check the Squirtle scoreboard for playoff action across the state. You're watching the Game of the Week, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Rain or shine, Carpenter Insurance has you covered. With offices in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee, they are proud to be a small-town company with small-town values while insuring clients across the state and beyond. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and business, health, boats and RVs, and so much more. Since 1954, they've been finding the best coverage for you. It's what they do. Carpenter Insurance in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee. Find out more at carpenteragency.com. Always proud to support our kids on the field and in the classroom.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide, towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
The Bank of Pawhuska is Husky proud and is excited to back Pawhuska High School in tonight's game. The Bank of Pawhuska prides itself on taking bold steps forward to serve Pawhuska and the surrounding communities, with friendly customer service that treats you like a person, not a number, and all of the conveniences you would want and expect from your bank. The grass is really greener at the Bank of Pawhuska. Come grow with us. And remember, go Huskies!
With salaries starting as high as $65,000. Get trained, get paid. Central Tech. Start driving.
At Mako Promotions in Stroud, promoting your business is their business. They offer unique quality promotional products, excellent service, and customer-focused marketing. Jason Huey is at your service when you are looking to thank a customer, reward top achievers, put on the event of the year, or increase your brand awareness. Find Jason online at macopromotions.com/Jason Huey or call 405-795-7850. Check out their holiday gift guide and their newest products at macopromotions.com. 202 North Old Stroud Road in Stroud.
When it comes to helping local folks with loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want a bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call.
Stroud Regional Medical Center makes a difference in Greater Lincoln County. Since 1978, they've grown to serve the area while staying true to the traditions that help build the hospital. Their dedicated team and quality medical staff are ready to provide you with competent, compassionate care. Serving your healthcare needs is their top priority, and they are committed to continually improving the quality of care they provide in their hospital and clinics. Serving all with respect, quality, and compassion. Stroud Regional Medical Center, 2308 Route 66 West in Stroud.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide, towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
At Osage Outfitters in Pawhuska, the Western lifestyle is the only one they know. Joey and Callie have made downtown Pawhuska a destination when you want quality Western wear as well as the highest quality of Western fashion. Osage Outfitters dresses some of the toughest cowboys around, the ranch hands, day workers, and rodeo cowboys. In the ladies' boutique, you'll find fashionable clothing for a night out at the rodeo or every day working on the ranch. They know quality and will only bring you the best. The finest collections in the Western world are in downtown Pawhuska at Osage Outfitters. Go to OsageOutfittersPawhuska.com.
Halftime at Jack Poskey Field in Stroud. It's all Tigers as they lead Pawhuska at the half 26-0. And if you look at the stats, it is pretty one-sided there as well. First of all, for Pawhuska, 10 carries, 2 yards of rushing in the first half. Kevin Davis, 3 carries for no yards. Cade McNeil, 2 carries for 2. Bryce Drummond, 5 carries for 0. Through the air, Bryce Drummond is 6 of 12 passing for 75 yards. And the interception he threw late in the first half that was picked off by his quarterback counterpart, Grant Ellerick. So Drummond 6 of 12 for 75 with a pick. Big receptions in the first half. Cade McNeil, a catch for 32. Cade McNeil. It was Mason Gilkey, a catch for 36, and Kevin Davis, a catch for 23. 22 offensive plays for Pawhuska and 77 total yards in the first half. For Stroud, much different. 28 rushes, 161 yards, 24 carries for 169 for Gage Perrick. Grant Ellerick with 3 carries for -5. And then through the air, Ellerick was 9 of 14 for 156 yards, 1 touchdown pass, no interceptions. And Drew Ellerick, his twin brother, with 6 catches in the first half, caught a touchdown pass late, 20 yards, had a 58-yard reception on that opening drive of the contest as well. Matthew Beck, Gage Perrick, and Chasen Newman with receptions in the first half as well. So 156 through the air, 161 on the ground, 42 offensive plays for Stroud for 317 yards in the first half. And they lead big, 26-0. We'll take a break. Halftime from Stroud continues after this on the Scourdle High School Football Game of the Week, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@scourdle.com right now for more information.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Rain or shine, Carpenter Insurance has you covered. With offices in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee, they are proud to be a small-town company with small-town values while insuring clients across the state and beyond. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and business, health, boats and RVs, and so much more. Since 1954, they've been finding the best coverage for you. It's what they do. Carpenter Insurance in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee. Find out more at carpenteragency.com. Always proud to support our kids on the field and in the classroom.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide, towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Stream like the pros with Scourdle Live. Find out more at scourdle.com/stream.
The Bank of Pawhuska is Husky proud and is excited to back Pawhuska High School in tonight's game. The Bank of Pawhuska prides itself on taking bold steps forward to serve Pawhuska and the surrounding communities, with friendly customer service that treats you like a person, not a number, and all of the conveniences you would want and expect from your bank. The grass is really greener at the Bank of Pawhuska. Come grow with us. And remember, go Huskies! 1329 East Main in Pawhuska, member FDIC.
We see what drives you. A life that isn't tied to an 8 to 5. An office with a view. Earn your CDL at Central Tech Truck Driver Training in just 23 days. With salary starting as high as $65,000. Get trained, get paid. Central Tech. Start driving.
At Macco Promotions in Stroud, promoting your business is their business. They offer unique quality promotional products, excellent service, and customer-focused marketing. Jason Huey is at your service when you are looking to thank a customer, reward top achievers, put on the event of the year, or increase your brand awareness. Find Jason online at maccopromotions.com/Jason Huey or call 405-795-7850. Check out their holiday gift guide and their newest products at maccopromotions.com. 202 North Old Stroud Road in Stroud.
When it comes to helping local folks with loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call.
Halftime, glad to have you along for the ride. All Stroud over Pawhuska 26-0. Let's take a look at all the scores across the state on the Squirtle scoreboard. First of all, in Class A, Minko over Thomas 38-22 at the half. Pawnee over Wayne 22-14 in the third. Ringling leading Frederick in the fourth quarter now 13-0. The winner of this game will take on the winner of that game next Friday night. Cashin leading Texoma 20-6. Wawoka is trailing Rejoice Christian 21-12. That ball game's at the half. Barnsdall over Gore 14-7, and Mangum is shutting out Dibble. Score is 28-0. Let's check the eight-man scores in Class B. Cherokee over Snyder 42-6 the half. Dewar leading Summit Christian 66-27. That ball game late in the second quarter. Shattuck and Burns Flat Dill City in a great ball game. Shattuck leading 24-20. That ball game is in the third quarter. Shattuck #1 in Class B. Canadian over Depew 42-6. Davenport over Waletka 34-6. Alec is shutting out Laverne 16-0. That ball game's the half. Pioneer over Waurika tonight 22-8. That ball game's at the half. And Regent Prep about to close out Strother. That score is 54-0. In Class C, eight-man football, Pond Creek Hunter leads Covington Douglas 36-0 in the third. Waynoka and Graham Dustin tied at 14 in the third quarter. Tipton over Sasakwa 38-28 in the third. Southwest Covenant, #1 in the state, having a tough time with Timberlake tonight. Southwest Covenant leads 20-14 at the half. Let's see if we can have some time to get some Class 2A scores in here. The Squirtle scoreboard as we update. Washington over Holland Hall 10-7. Kingston over Hugo 7-6. Sperry over Luther 17-0. Vian over Millwood 23-0. Good ball game in Jones tonight. They lead Adair 21-20 in the third. Beggs over Chisholm. Chisholm tonight by Enid 21-8. That ball game was late in the second quarter. Lindsay over Eufaula 15-14 at the half. And #1 Metro Christian leading Meeker 28-7. That ball game is at the half. Let's check 3A scores. And we will tell you that Plainview leads Chakotah 38-21 at the half. Verdigris over Perkins Tryon 21-14. Lincoln Christian shutting out Kingfisher at the half 38-0. And Stigler and Heritage Hall tied at 7. That ball game is at the half. Class 4A scores tonight. Weatherford over Salisaw 28-19 late in the second. Wagoner over Bethany over #1 Bethany 7-6. That ball game's at the half. Tuttle leads Broken Bow 14-7 at half. And Poto over Cache 34-0. In Class 5A tonight, Bishop McGinnis and Edison are tied at 21 at the half. Bishop Kelly and Noble. Kelly 21-0 in the second. Piedmont leading Coweta 41-14 in the second. Carl Albert shutting out McAllister 28-0. That ball game is at the half. Let's take a look at 6A2. And they are down to the semifinals. Bixby leading Del City 40-13 at the half. Stillwater over Choctaw 35-6 at the half. In 6A1 tonight, last couple of scores, Broken Arrow and Owasso play tomorrow. And Jinx leads Moore 34-13. Let's take a quick break and come back with the third quarter. 26-0 Stroud over Pawhuska. And this is the game of the week on Scorel.
Stroud Regional Medical Center makes a difference in Greater Lincoln County. Since 1978, they've grown to serve the area while staying true to the traditions that help build the hospital. Their dedicated team and quality medical staff are ready to provide you with competent, compassionate care. Serving your health care needs is their top priority, and they are committed to continually improving the quality of care they provide in their hospital and clinics. Serving all with respect, quality, and compassion. Stroud Regional Medical Center, 2308 Route 66 West in Stroud.
We go into the third quarter. Boy, we'd like to thank all those sponsors that jumped on board with us this week. You see their logos in the bottom right, and you also see their commercials. And if you see somebody you know in Stroud or Pawhuska, let them know. Thank you for sponsoring the Scorel Game of the Week and getting you a chance to watch this game if you couldn't get down here tonight. So we appreciate that very, very much. Stroud outgained Pawhuska in the first half, 317-77. And Pawhuska will get the football to start the third quarter. And folks, they've got a lot of work to do. There is no doubt about that. Chasen Newman, the kicker, will tee it off from the 40-yard line. Back deep for Pawhuska, Cade McNeil and Kevin Davis. And 26-0. If Pawhuska wants to crawl back into this ball game, a quick start to the third quarter is a must. Newman's boot on the muddy field, taken by an up man going immediately to a knee. And that was Hunter Reed right at the 30-yard line. That is where Pawhuska will take over. We'll start the drive with 11:59 to play as 1 second ran off the clock. Bryce Drummond in the first half was 6 of 12 for 75 yards passing with an interception. They had 2 yards rushing in the first half on 10 carries. They will spread the field. Matter of fact, they're really spreading the field. And they're going to snap it. And look on the first play of the second half, a little trickeration. And the pass from Drummond to a streaking Cade McNeil for big yardage down to the 18-yard line. The center with the sideways snap to Drummond, who is lined up in the slot left, and a long gain from the 30 down to the 18-yard line. 52-yard hookup by far the biggest play of the ball game. Second catch of the night for Cade McNeil. From the 18-yard line, pile pusher down inside the 15-yard line. And that was Drummond, the quarterback, gaining 4. Brings up second down and 6. Is the ball resting now at the 14-yard line. They're trying to pump up the tempo, pump up the volume a little bit. They've got a lot of ground to make up, trailing 26-0. Into the backfield, 3 wide to the left, 2 to the right. Now put the man in motion, that's Davis. And somebody moved in the offensive line, moved back the Dogs 5 yards there. They'll move it back to the 19. It will be second down and 11. Got to give a lot of credit to the camera guys tonight. Those guys, Trey Robinson and Ethan Sunken, out there in the wet and the cold, and we get to be in the press box. Corey and I are very lucky. Second down and 11, Drummond to throw. Right flat ball is caught. Trying to find some running room down inside the 15-yard line. That was Davis on that catch. Kevin Davis, his third catch. The ball moves from the 19-yard line down to the 12, a gain of 7. Are they going to put it at the 10? so a gain of 9. For Davis, his third catch. 3rd down and 3. Up under center this time is Bryce Drummond. I have not mentioned one time tonight as he calls his own number on the quarterback sneak and pushes the pile forward. I have not said one time tonight that he is the son of the pioneer woman, Ree Drummond, and her husband, who I'm sure are across the way watching in the stands. And if you ever get a chance to get to Pawhuska, try the chicken fried steak at the Mercantile. I will give it my full support. 4th down and less than a yard, they'll go for it. Push the pile forward. That second effort will get it down to the 6, gaining 2. And it will be 1st down and goal just outside the 5. 2 minutes into the 3rd quarter. Pawhuska trying to get a quick score. They're not out of this ball game. They get a couple of stops and a couple of touchdowns. Next thing you know, it's 26-14 or something along those lines. I'm going to give to the fullback, but the play is blown dead. It was Hunter Reed with the carry, but it's against Pawhuska. Move them back. 5-yard penalty goes back to the just beyond the 10. And make it the 11. Couple of penalties in this drive has made it a little more difficult for the Huskies from Pawhuska. Matt Hennessy, in his 2nd year at the helm in Pawhuska, is 16-6 coming in. This was a program that was 0-10 in 2017, the year before he showed up. Got him to the playoffs in year 1 and got him into the 2nd round of the playoffs so far this year. 1st down and goal back at the 11. Drummond to throw. Ball caught at the 7. Heading toward the end zone and pushed out of bounds at about the 1 is Davis. So Davis down to the 1, gaining 10. So now 2nd down and goal. Push the pile. Is that Drummond? I believe it is. Touchdown. So the touchdown for Bryce Drummond, his 24th rushing touchdown of the season as he scores from 1 yard out. That'll make it 26-6. They go for 2 here. Of course, keep in mind in that first half, Stroud missed 4 two-point conversions before they finally got one to go. And it's Drummond diving for the end zone. He gets in for 2 to make it 26-8. 9:16 to play 3rd quarter. Folks, we've got a ball game. This is the game of the week on Squirtle.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide, towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
At Osage Outfitters in Pawhuska, the Western lifestyle is the only one they know. Joey and Callie have made downtown Pawhuska a destination when you want quality Western wear as well as the highest quality of Western fashion. Osage Outfitters dresses some of the toughest cowboys around, the ranch hands, day workers, and rodeo cowboys. In the ladies' boutique, you'll find fashionable clothing for a night out at the rodeo or every day working on the ranch. They know quality and will only bring you the best. The finest collections in the Western world are in downtown Pawhuska at Osage Outfitters. Go to OsageOutfittersPawhuska.com.
Pawhuska scores on a 7-play drive. It covered 70 yards in 2 minutes and 43 seconds. Bryce Drummond with his 24th rushing touchdown of the season. The 2-point conversion run by Bryce makes it 26-8 with 9:16 to play in the 3rd quarter. Now the Huskies need a defensive stop. Soliano will kick it away. It's a squib. Picked up at the 18. And on the return, I think it's Perrick. Perrick up across the 30-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 32, and that is where Stroud will take over 1st down and 10. This becomes a really, really big drive for both of these teams because if Stroud can come down and answer, they can grab that momentum back. Pawhuska needs a stop. They got the touchdown they needed to start the third quarter. Now they've got to get the ball back. H back to the right, one back set, hand off to Perrick, and a yard or two, and that's about it. As he was cleaned up. Bryce Drummond, I take it back, it was Hagan McGuire on the stop. A gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9. That is Perrick's 25th carry of the ball game. 2nd down and 9. We keep an eye on the clock with 8.5 to play, third quarter. Hand off to Perrick again, countering to the near side. Steps out of a tackle, but not a whole lot more. Across the 35, give him the 36, a gain of 3. Before he was stopped by the Charo Wildcat. So the gain of 3. Here is 3rd down and 7. Long 6. They've got to get across the 40 out to the 42 to move the chains. Pawhuska is feeling it. This is a big momentum play right here. High formation. He wants to throw. Elric near side. Ball is caught. 1st down at the 45-yard line, gaining 9. Brother to brother. Grant to Drew. Drew's 7th catch of the night. That's a huge one. It's only a 9-yard game, but it's big. He's made longer catches tonight and caught a touchdown pass, but that right there was a huge catch for Drew Ellerick. 1st down and 10, 45-yard line. Clock is the friend of the Tigers right now. Perrick tries to bounce it outside, and he'll be stacked up. He'll be shy of the line of scrimmage. Great job in pursuit. Leading the way was Hunter Reed. We'll say a loss of 1 back to the 44. They've not gotten Gage Perrick for negative yardage very much tonight. They did right there at 2nd and 11. They get him off schedule. 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Pitch near side, Perrick tries to turn it up. Not much there. Is staying with him and reeling him in was Hunter Reed again. And a couple of teammates helped out as well, but it was Hunter who got there first to the 47-yard line, a gain of 3. They'll say the Charo Wildcat in that mix as well, but first one there was Hunter Reed. 3rd down and 9. 46-yard line of the Tigers. Winner takes on either Ringling or Frederick. Last we heard Ringling on top 13-0. Ringling tonight. Grant Elric to throw. Here comes the blitz across the middle. It is caught, and stepping out of a tackle and getting just shy of the 1st down is Elric. That's Drew Elric again. He'll be a yard short of the 1st down to the 46-yard line, a gain of 7. Boy, they've gone to Drew on a couple of big catches on this drive, but here is 4th down and 1. Quarterback sneak by Grant Ellerick or a give to Gage Perrick. There's a fullback in there. The eye set. 4th and 1. They'll check the play to the near sideline, and timeout called by Stroud. Clock stops, 5:27 to play in the third. Stroud leads 26-8. This is the Squirtle Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
4th down and 1 for Stroud at the Pawhuska 46-yard line. They've got to get inside the 45 to move the chains. Elric to the right side. Didn't make it. Pawhuska gets the stop. The Huskies come up big and will take over the big defensive play by R.J. McCann. Take it back. It's Hagan McGuire. It is Hagan McGuire, 6 and not 8. As the mud-spattered uniform threw me for a loop, but it's a huge stop no matter what. They get the stop. And Pawhuska will take over at their 47-yard line. This drive will start with 5:24 to go in the third. And let me tell you something, the momentum is switched, but Pawhuska needs to keep it rolling. Keep the heat on. Drummond trying to find some running room. He's taken down from behind the line of scrimmage. That stop by Eric Shields for a loss of 1 back to the 48-yard line. Take it back to the 46, going the other way. Second and 11. Drummond to throw. Looking deep, has a man. Ball is caught inside the 10-yard line, down to the 5. Evan Fry with the big catch. That is his first catch of the night, his 18th catch of the season. And Pawhuska a chance to get even closer here as they'll mark the ball at the 4-yard line. It's a gain of 42 on the hookup from Drummond to Fry. First down and goal at the 4-yard line, 4.5 to play in the third. Boy, they score here and get a 2-point conversion. It's a 10-point game. Snap to Drummond, pushes the pile down to the 1. Did he fumble? I think they said he was down. He'll gain 3 down to the 1. This is getting interesting now, and you can feel the band, the cheerleaders, the fans across the way realize this ball game is not over. Quarterback sneak. Drummond is no indication yet. The players have indicated it, but touchdown. 1 yard out. Bryce Drummond's second 1-yard run of the third quarter. 26-14, 3:47 to play. Third quarter. Big 2-point conversion right here can get it to within 10. Look at that formation. Drummond, nope, it was a snap to the fullback up the middle, and he gets in for 2. How about that? The momentum is on the visiting side. 3:47 to play in the third quarter. Stroud 26, Pawhuska 14. Actually 16, put the 2 on the board. This is the game of the week on Squirtle.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide. Towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Pawhuska wastes no time scoring. 3 plays, 53 yards at 1:37. Bryce Drummond, a second rushing touchdown here in the third quarter. They said the 2-point conversion was no good, that Drummond's knee was down before he broke the plane, so it's 26-14. It's a 12-point game. But to be honest with you, neither one of these teams, I think, would try for a field goal, so really 12 points and 10 points, not much of a difference. Pawhuska basically needs 2 touchdowns. A.J. Soliano will boot it away. Squibb it. And covered at the 27.
The ball is down at the Stroud 27-yard line. The Tigers will have it first and 10.
Well, Pawhuska got the stop they needed last time. Stroud will take over with 3 minutes and 46 seconds to play in the third quarter. First and 10 from the 27-yard line.
If Adam was here, he could probably talk this into
Pawhuska with 2 long scoring drives, actually a 70-yard touchdown drive and a 53-yard touchdown drive. It's not necessarily all that long, but much needed. Handoff, Perrick, and Perrick will gain 5. He found a bit of a seam and pushes out across the 30-yard line to the 33. They may give him 6. They will.
On the stop for Pawhuska, number 5, Cody Starr.
Cody Starr on the stop.
6 yards, second down 4.
181 yards rushing in the game for Gage Perrick. They had 169 of those in the first half. Second down and 4 from the 33. One back set, pitch to Herrick. Perrick is going to be taken for a loss as he is plowed under behind the line of scrimmage. Great stop. Tell Richardson. It will be third down and 8 back at the 29, the loss of 4. Huge play again for Pawhuska to keep this momentum with 2.5 to play in the third quarter. They trailed 26-0 at the half. It is now 26-14, and they've got Stroud looking at third down and 8. Ellerick to throw, rolling right. Pass is caught, shy of the first down. The catch was made by Drew Ellerick, but he was popped out of bounds 2 yards shy at the 35-yard line, a gain of 6.
Stopped at the 36-yard line.
So now it's 4th down and 2. Yeah, 4th and 1. They've got to get past the 32-yard line. The ball is just shy of the 31. Another big moment in this game with 2:11 to play in the third quarter. From the gun. Low snap. Ellerick fumbles and he falls on it. Pawhuska's going to have it. They're going to start the drive at the 27-yard line of Stroud. Oh my. A loss on the play of 8 yards. Oh, man. They'll mark it at the 28. Pawhuska starts in Stroud territory for the first time tonight. Drive starts with 2:07 to play in the third quarter, 26-14. Drummond up the middle, powering his way down to the 22, gaining 6. Boy, there's plenty of time left in this ball game now. Under 2 to play in a 12-point game. And Pawhuska has the ball inside the 25-yard line. Second down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. He wants to throw across the middle. Ball caught. 15 down to the 10 and down to the 9-yard line. The catch by Davis. Kevin Davis. That is his 5th catch of the ball game. A gain of 13 yards. Five straight completions, 5 for 5. Bryce Drummond is throwing the football in the second half. After ending the first half with that pick. First down and goal from the 9. Drummond down to the 8. And that's about it.
Stopped at the 8-yard line.
It has been all Pawhuska in the second half. Under a minute to play third quarter. 2nd and goal from the 8. They score. It's a one-possession game. Drummond flushed and steps out of the tackle, but he won't get out of the second one. Finally taken down back at the 21. Oh, they're going to say the 16, my mistake. The 16-yard line, the loss in the play of 8. So now it's 3rd down and goal back at the 16. 20 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Pawhuska looking to get back within one possession. Back corner of the end zone, ball caught, touchdown! Mason Gilkey. What a beautiful throw by Bryce Drummond. And the complexion of this ball game has completely changed in under 12 minutes of football. It is 26-20. 16-yard hookup. Are you kidding me? They'll go for 2. It's a one-possession game. Drummond, out pattern, deflected away, incomplete. 13 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. It is now Stroud 26, Pawhuska 20. This is the game of the week on Squirtle, presented by High Plains Insurance.
Rain or shine, Carpenter Insurance has you covered. With offices in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee, they are proud to be a small-town company with small-town values while insuring clients across the state and beyond. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and business, health, boats and RVs, and so much more. Since 1954, they've been finding the best coverage for you. It's what they do. Carpenter Insurance in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee. Find out more at carpenteragency.com. Always proud to support our kids on the field and in the classroom.
Tom Nelson back with you in Stroud. It was 26-0 Stroud at the half. It is now 26-20 with 13 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Bryce Drummond, a 16-yard touchdown pass, a beautiful pass, back left corner of the end zone to Mason Gilkey. For Gilkey, it's his 8th touchdown reception of the season. For Drummond, it's now his 24th touchdown pass. Short kick, angling toward the far sideline and out of bounds, or was it covered? It was covered. The ball did not go out of bounds, so it'll be at the 22-yard line, and that is where Stroud will take over. 5 plays, 28 yards in a minute 54. Bryce Drummond, 16-yard pass to Mason Gilkey. 13 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. It's a one-possession game. 20 straight scored by Pawhuska here in the 3rd quarter. 1st down and 10. Going to mark it at the 21 to start the drive. One play, then we'll go into the 4th quarter. Elric, the inside screen is nearly picked. That would have been 6. Tell Richardson read it and stepped in the way, and he would have scored easily, but it's incomplete. Oh my, 2nd down and 10. Boy, you can really feel the change now. The near sideline is quiet. 2nd and 10 with 10 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. Now they're off schedule again. Back to throw is Elric. Across the middle, incomplete. Stops the clock with 6 seconds to play. That pass was intended for Gage Perrick. But now they're in a must-throw situation. Basically, on 3rd down and 10, if Pawhuska could get the stop here on incomplete pass, this drive started with 13 seconds to play. They've 3rd down and 10. They've burned 7 seconds. Reverse, trying to get to the edge for some running room, and there's a flag. This might be a hold. It is a hold. It's against Stroud. That carry was by Chasen Newman. They're going to go back. So he will gain 4 on the run for Newman. And they're going to decline the penalties, what they're going to do. Why give him 3rd down again? It'll be 4th down and 6. We go to the 4th quarter. Wow, what a change 1 quarter could make. Stroud 26, Pawhuska 20. This is the game of the week on Skortle. The Bank of Pawhuska is Husky proud and is excited to back Pawhuska High School in tonight's game. The Bank of Pawhuska prides itself on taking bold steps forward to serve Pawhuska and the surrounding communities, with friendly customer service that treats you like a person, not a number, and all of the conveniences you would want and expect from your bank. The grass is really greener at the Bank of Pawhuska. Come grow with us. And remember, go Huskies! 1329 East Main in Pawhuska, member FDIC.
We see what drives you. A life that isn't tied to an 8 to 5. An office with a view. Earn your CDL at Central Tech Truck Driver Training in just 23 days. With salaries starting as high as $65,000. Get trained, get paid. Central Tech. Start driving.
Bryce Drummond went 6 for 6 passing in the 3rd quarter. And on the first play of the 4th quarter, a punt will angle. Get a nice roll down the near sideline, but it will angle out of bounds. And Pawhuska will have the football at the 41-yard line. They trail by 6. So the drive will start with 11:52 to play in the 4th quarter. And Pawhuska will take over with a chance for their first lead of the ball game if they can finish this drive with a touchdown. Crazy game. 26-0 at the half. Stroud dominated, outgaining Pawhuska 317-77 in the first half. But Bryce Drummond 6 for 6 in the 3rd quarter. He had 75 yards passing at halftime. He now has 217. First down and 10. Drummond draw play. Bryce picking his way, stays on his feet, bounces outside, pulls a defender, gains about 7, maybe 8. Out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 7. Seth Klein on the stop. 2nd down and 3. Clock is not even a factor now. It's a 1-possession ball game. Plenty of time in this one. A dominant 3rd quarter by the Huskies. Pass out right, flat ball caught. First down yardage and more. That's McNeil. 35-30, 25-20. Stays on his feet down to the 16. Cade McNeil. The gain from the 48, they're going to say he stepped out at the 17. 35-yard hookup. McNeil, his 3rd catch of the night. First down and 10 at the 17-yard line. Pawhuska is in the red zone. A touchdown would tie it up. Counter give. This time Davis down to the 15. Gaining 2. Running game hasn't got it done. Stop was made by Eric Shields. Second down and 8. 15 yards away from tying this one up after trailing 26-0 at the half. Back right corner of the end zone. Ball caught! Or was it caught? He dropped it. Had his hands on it, couldn't reel it in. It was close. That Evan Fry again, I believe. the first incompletion of the second half for Bryce Drummond. 3rd down and 8. This ball game was all Stroud in the first 24 minutes. It's been all Pawhuska since. Fake the jet sweep. Drummond time. Ball caught to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown! Dalton Hurd. First catch of the night, his 2nd touchdown receiving of the season. Folks, we are tied at 26. 26 unanswered in the second half for Pawhuska, and a 2-point conversion could give them the lead. The 15-yard hookup. Are you kidding me? Touchdown comes with 10:24 to play in the 4th quarter. Pawhuska for their first lead. Quarterback up the middle. Can Drummond push the pile? Can he push the pile? He is pushed back. Great defensive stop on the 2-point conversion by Stroud. 10:24 to play in the ball game. We are tied at 26. What a crazy game of the week on Scortal, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
At Mako Promotions in Stroud, promoting your business is their business. They offer unique quality promotional products, excellent service, and customer-focused marketing. Jason Huey is at your service when you are looking to thank a customer, reward top achievers, put on the event of the year, or increase your brand awareness. Find Jason online at macopromotions.com/Jason Huey or call 405-795-7850. Check out their holiday gift guide and their newest products at macopromotions.com. 202 North Old Stroud Road in Stroud.
When it comes to helping local folks with loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call.
Back with you in Stroud. 10:24 to play in the ball game. We are tied at 26. 5-play, 59-yard drive. In 1:28, the scoring drive for Pawhuska. The 15-yard pass from Drummond to Dalton Hurd. Now a short kick and a turn across midfield. Stroud's going to have good field position. Nice return by Zeb Blenkart. And Stroud will take over 1st down and 10. They're going to start the drive in Pawhuska territory at the 42-yard line. That's exactly what Stroud needed, something to try to rest this momentum. The drive will start with 10:18 to play in the ball game. We are tied at 26. 26 unanswered for Pawhuska in a little over a quarter. Around the left side, not much there at all for Gage Perrick. Cody Starr into the stop. Also Wildcat. Ball to the 41-yard line, a gain of 1. It's been tough sledding for Gage Perrick in the second half after he had 169 yards rushing in the first half. He's got 178 now. Give it to him again. Inside the 40-yard line to the 36, picking up 5. Another stop by Jamar Goff, the 6'5", 315-pound junior. Under 10 to play, 9:50. 3rd down and 5. Boy, they are rattling the cowbells across the way. Big 3rd down play in this one. Ellerick to throw. Left side ball caught. 1st down at the 30-yard line. No, he dropped it. It's incomplete. Drew Ellerick couldn't get his hands on that one. Great coverage by Cade McNeil. Now it's 4th and 5. Boy, the cowbells are rattling across the way. 4th and 5. Looks to me like Elric will punt this one away. So Elric will stand at the 37. High, short punt. This is not very good at all. Let's see what kind of bounce it gets. It takes a good bounce for Stroud inside the 15-yard line. They're going to mark it right at the 15. That is 4 straight stops for the Huskies defense. And Pawhuska will start this drive at their own 15 with 9 minutes and 15 seconds to play. From 26-0 at the half to 26-all in the 4th quarter. And Stroud was dominating this ball game in the first half. Drummond dumps it out in the flat. Ball caught to the 20-yard line. 25, it's Davis who gets to the 26 before he is slung out of bounds. Seth Klein on the stop. But again, they're going to put it at the 26. This should be a first down. Should be a gain of 11. They'll move the chains. Drummond in trouble, tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 23. He'll lose 3. Matthew Beck on the stop. 2nd down and 11. Actually say the 24-yard line, a loss of 2. Boy, you can feel and hear the intensity in this one. Drummond looking long down the field, overshoots everybody. Evan Fry was trying to run under it, but could not catch up with that one. And now it'll be 3rd down and 11. They were going for the downs right there. Stroud now trying to get that stop and get that football back. Empty the backfield. 5 receivers. Pump fake. Drummond, left flat, ball caught, but is there enough running room? No. Out across the 25 to the 26. The pass to Davis from the 24 to the 28. Gain of 4. Perrick on the stop. It's 4th down and 8. Under 8 to play in the ball game, and now Pawhuska will have to punt it away. Bryce Drummond, that short snap, and he gets it away. Nice punt. Nice punt. Nobody's back. Takes a huge roll and will die at the 17-yard line. Great punt right when Pawhuska needed it. It's a field position game right now. Tied at 26, 7.5 to play. They'll start the drive at the 18-yard line. Stroud has done nothing offensively in the second half. Gone for it twice on 4th down, came up empty. They punted twice. 1st down and 10 from the 18. Elric back to throw. Across the middle, has a man. Did he catch it? He held on. Perrick on the catch out to the 43. Gain of 25. Perrick's second catch of the night. First down and 10, clock rolling, 7:15 to play. Out of the flat, ball is caught by Newman this time, and he'll be tackled at the 42. Staying with it and holding on to a leg for dear life. On that tackle was Trey Harper. Haven't called Trey Harper's name much tonight. Ball resting at the 43. Second down and 10. Handoff, Perrick up the middle to the 44. Going to mark him at the 45, give him 2. Harper on the stop again. Third down and 7. I don't know if I've seen a momentum switch like this in a football game, especially a high school football game, in a long, long time. 26 straight scored by Stroud in the first half, 26 straight scored by Pawhuska in the second half, and we're tied at 26. Back to throw. Elrick, right side, one-on-one coverage, incomplete. Is there a flag? No. No pass interference. Good coverage by Cade McNeil. So now Stroud will punt the football away, and Pawhuska will get another shot. You wonder if in this ball game a special teams play might be the difference. Like, there's no room for error on that short punt formation. You get a bad snap, a blocked punt possibly. From the 45-yard line, 4th and 7, there's the kick. It'll angle and picked up at the 22-yard line, across the 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, down the sideline and stepping out of bounds. It was Cade McNeil in the punt return and the long punt return. So Pawhuska will start the drive at the 44-yard line in Stroud territory. 5:31 to play in the game. Tom Nelson with you tonight. Running solo. I've had plenty to talk about, no doubt about it. 1st and 10 from the 44. Drummond to throw across the middle, behind his intended receiver, incomplete. Tried to get it to Hunter Reed. Second down and 10. We talked about how the clock was an ally of Stroud for so long in that third quarter. Now there's like an forever on that clock at 5:26 in a tie game. Drummond rolling right. Looking back to his left, middle of the field, ball caught. That's Gilkey. Gilkey to the 30-yard line, first down. Gain of 14, Mason Gilkey. Mason's third catch of the night. He caught a touchdown pass earlier. Clock is rolling. We'll tick under 5 minutes to go. First down and 10. Line of scrimmage is the 30. Drummond backing up, setting up the screen pass. Ball is caught, 30-yard line. That is Davis inside the 15. A flag flies. That's going to be a hold. He's tackled down at the 12. This one's coming back. They'll mark off the hold from the 28-yard line.
81. Guilty. There's a flag on the play.
Could be an illegal man downfield because it took so long for that pass play to develop. That or a hold. They're going to wave the flag off. No flag on the play. The catch down to the 12-yard line. They said it was Gilkey on the catch. Gain of 18. First down and 10 at the 12. They can get a first down inside the 2. 4:46 to go. The clock is stopped. Now they'll put it in motion. Drummond, hands off this time. Davis down to the 9, maybe the 10. Let's see. Gonna mark it to the 9. Kind of hard to see down there. A gain of 3. Right now, Pawhuska in a situation they would like to run as much time off this clock and score as late as possible. They've scored 26 straight to tie the ball game up after trailing at the half 26-0. Drummond, right side, ball caught and out of bounds, the 1. Dalton Hurd on the catch. They'll say he's out at the 2. Gain of 7. So 4 minutes to play. Clock is stopped. Did they get that first down? No, that's 3rd down in inches. They may measure. They can get that first down inside the 2-yard line. Third and short, 3rd and inches. Trying to find running around the left side, trying to get to the edge and diving for the end zone touchdown. Is that Davis? I think it is. Kevin Davis. Kevin Davis from 2 yards out. Pawhuska has scored 32 in a row. They take the lead for the first time with 3:53 to play in the ball game. For Kevin Davis, his 7th rushing touchdown of the season, they'll go for 2. They have the lead for the first time, but now false start, 5-yard penalty against Pawhuska on the 2-point conversion. So that'll make it a 7-yard try. Boy, anybody who tuned out after halftime thinking this ball game was over, no way. Thanks for hanging in. And we've got a trivia question we got to get in. Let's get that trivia question in after this touchdown. If you know the answer to the trivia question, you tweet us at Skortle with the answer. First one with the correct answer will win some Skortle swag, and we'll get it in here pretty quick. Drummond, flushed right, looks back toward the end zone, and it is caught. (34-26), 3:53 to play in the contest. Let's take a quick break and come back with the trivia question. This is the game of the week on Skortle.
Stroud Regional Medical Center makes a difference in Greater Lincoln County. Since 1978, they've grown to serve the area while staying true to the traditions that help build the hospital. Their dedicated team and quality medical staff are ready to provide you with competent, compassionate care. Serving your healthcare needs is their top priority, and they are committed to continually improving the quality of care they provide in their hospital and clinics. Serving all with respect, quality, and compassion. Stroud Regional Medical Center, 2308 Route 66 West in Stroud.
Pawhuska takes their first lead, a 6-play, 56-yard drive at 1:38, and Kevin Davis scores from 2 yards out. The 2-point conversion pass is good, 34-26. Oh my, and as soon as we get this kick, we're going to give you the trivia question. This place is rocking in Stroud tonight. Squib kick, 28-yard line, pickup on the return far side, and decent field position for Stroud to start. Let's give you that trivia question right now. Here it is. Pawhuska is looking for their first ever state title. They've never won one. But Stroud has had more postseason success. How many state titles have the Tigers won? How many state titles, how many gold balls has Stroud hoisted over the years? At Squirtle. Tweet it to us. First one to get it right, we'll give you some Squirtle swag. All right, now back to what could be an amazing finish. This drive will start with 3:49 to play in the ball game. At the 40-yard line, back to throw is Elric. Ball caught across the middle, immediately tackled by Cade McNeil.
Pass is completed to 21, Drew Elric.
Drew Elric made the catch. Gain on the play of 7 to the 47-yard line. We know the Pawhuskas had a comeback in them. Now we'll find out if Stroud has a comeback in him. 47, ball knocked down. It'll be third down. They're going to call pass interference. They will say that Hagan McGuire got there late. Big penalty. That'll move it across midfield into Pawhuska territory. 38-yard line. We got a winner. 4 state championships for Stroud. 69, 70, 74, and 81. And we'll get the name and tell you who wins it. From the 38-yard line. Near side ball incomplete.
Second down.
So it's second down and 10. Second and 10 from the 38-yard line. Thomas Burgess. You got the answer right. 4 state championships for Stroud over the years. And if they want to win another one, they have got to score here and keep this game going. Back to throw is Elric. Sets up the screen pass. Caught. Running room. 30-yard line. Down to the 25. That was Perrick on the catch. Down to the 25, a gain of 13. 2:47 to play, clock rolling. First down and 10 at the 25. Pistol formation, option. Elric keeps it to the 20. Stumbling down to the 17. Before he was tackled by Trey Harper. It'll be just shy of the first down. He'll gain about 7. They'll mark it at the 18. 2 to play in the ball game as we'll tick down to the 2-minute mark after this play. Second down and 8. Stroud needs a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Brad Elric, this time he wants to run left side. Not much there. He was tackled by J.T. Waddle and Hunter Reed. Mark him at the 26, or take it back the 16. We're going to put it at the 17-yard line, a gain of 1. 1-yard gain for Elric. Third down and 2. A minute 37 clock rolls. From the left hash, on the 17-yard line. Option near side. Elric, first down, and down to the 12. He stayed in bounds. They'll say he stayed in bounds, but a timeout is called. Well, no, not a timeout. They're going to move the chains, stop the clock while they move the chains. Gain of 5. Clock in motion, 1:20 to play. First down and 10 at the 12. Just like Pawhuska did in their last drive, Stroud can get a first down inside the 2. They need the 6, then they need the 2 to get this one to a potential overtime. Ellerick back to throw. Screen pass. Tipped up in the air and caught and tackled immediately. Hagan McGuire right there brings him down. And there'll be a timeout. I think Stroud's going to burn a timeout. Maybe not. It's going to roll. The completion for no gain. .38 seconds to play. 2nd and 10. A lot of time has ticked off this clock. Grant Elrick to the end zone. One-on-one coverage. Looks for Newman. Incomplete. There's a flag. Pass interference. A lot of chicken fighting. A lot of hand fighting going on. He was looking for Newman. The back corner of the end zone. And the pass interference on Evan Fry. Half the distance. Automatic first down. They should mark this one off from the 12. Down to the 6. It's not an automatic first down. It's 2nd down and 4. 30 seconds to play. Grant Elrick looks left, looks to the end zone. It was dropped. It was almost intercepted. And he dropped it. He couldn't reel it in. The pass was right to him. In the hands of Hunter Reed, it would have ended the game. Now it's 3rd down and 5. That was right to him. You're not ever going to get a more room service interception than that. Third down and 5 from the 7, just inside the 7, about the 6.5. 26 seconds to play. Timeout. Big play for Stroud. They want to talk about it. We'll take a break. 34-26 Pawhuska. This is the game of the week on Scourdle. Third down and 5 from just outside the 6-yard line. 26 seconds to play in the ball game. Stroud trailing 34-26. Pawhuska down 26-0 at the half, has scored 34 straight in the second half. Grant Elrick. Slant pattern, nobody there, and he's sacked. Sacked back at the 16-yard line. Another huge play by Hagan McGuire. 21 seconds to play. And Stroud will burn another timeout. They are down to this. It is 4th down and 12. The loss from the 6 back to the 15. It's a 9-yard loss. We'll go ahead and keep this one right here. What a second half. What a fourth quarter this has been. This will be one they will remember for a long time in Pawhuska if they can escape with this. Outgained in the first half, 317 to 77, and down on the scoreboard, 26 to nothing. They've scored 34 unanswered in the second half to grab the 8-point lead, and now they are one play away from moving on to the state quarters. Fourth down and 14. I formation, too wide to the right side. Elric to throw. Has time. Now he's flushed. And he slips, and that'll do it. He will slip on the wet grass, and that will do it. And the celebration will begin on the far sideline and in Pawhuska. This has been an amazing game. An amazing game. Who would have thought at halftime of this ball game that Pawhuska would be celebrating? They were down 26 to nothing. Stick around to the post-game show. We'll recap the scoring in this ball game, the tale of two halves. Recap the numbers. We'll check all the scores across the state on the Squirtle scoreboard before we send you home. Where will we be next week? We don't know. Next Friday night, we'll most likely be somewhere on the Squirtle game of the week, celebrating Thanksgiving. Pawhuska should just have to take a knee twice. No, Stroud is out of timeouts. They are out of timeouts. One knee, and this one's done. They need an 11th player. Take a knee, clock will roll down to 0, and that will do it. An amazing night of football in Stroud. Pawhuska with the comeback for the ages on the road on a wet, cold night. Amazing. 34 to 26 the final score. Pawhuska will move on. They are 11-1. Stroud will wrap up their season. Their record will be 11-1. And folks, I'll be honest with you, speechless on the second half comeback by the Huskies. We'll take a break. Our post-game show begins after this. This is the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week, brought to you by High Plains Insurance.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide, towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
At Osage Outfitters in Pawhuska, the Western lifestyle is the only one they know. Joey and Callie have made downtown Pawhuska a destination when you want quality Western wear as well as the highest quality of Western fashion. Osage Outfitters dresses some of the toughest cowboys around, the ranch hands, day workers, and rodeo cowboys. In the ladies' boutique, you'll find fashionable clothing for a night out at the rodeo or every day working on the ranch. They know quality and will only bring you the best. The finest collections in the Western world are in downtown Pawhuska at Osage Outfitters. Go to OsageOutfittersPawhuska.com.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
The High Plains Insurance Agency takes pride in keeping up with many changes in the crop insurance industry and keeping their insurers informed of these changes. The goal is to help each farmer customize their crop insurance to meet their needs. Thanks for your continued business. And remember, call Amy, Carissa, or Danny at High Plains Insurance in Medford and Loyal at 580-395-2447 or toll free at 1-800-346-4056 for a quote today.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in more than 50 communities statewide, towns bound together tightly by loyalty. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Stream like the pros with Squirtle Live. Find out more at squirtle.com/stream.
Rain or shine, Carpenter Insurance has you covered. With offices in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee, they are proud to be a small-town company with small-town values while insuring clients across the state and beyond. Insurance for your life, home, auto, and business, health, boats and RVs, and so much more. Since 1954, they've been finding the best coverage for you. It's what they do. Carpenter Insurance in Stroud, Bristow, and Shawnee. Find out more at carpenteragency.com. Always proud to support our kids on the field and in the classroom.
The Bank of Pawhuska is Husky proud and is excited to back Pawhuska High School in tonight's game. The Bank of Pawhuska prides itself on taking bold steps forward to serve Pawhuska and the surrounding communities, with friendly customer service that treats you like a person, not a number, and all of the conveniences you would want and expect from your bank. The grass is really greener at the Bank of Pawhuska. Come grow with us. And remember, go Huskies! 1329 East Main in Pawhuska, member FDIC.
We see what drives you. A life that isn't tied to an 8 to 5. An office with a view. Earn your CDL at Central Tech Truck Driver Training in just 23 days. With salary starting as high as $65,000. Get trained, get paid. Central Tech. Start driving.
Post-game on the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance. And folks, I'll be honest with you, I came in thinking this would be a dandy ball game between two evenly matched teams. At halftime, it was 26-0 Stroud, and you're thinking this has not been a game of two evenly matched teams. But Pawhuska in the second half dominates this one. 34 unanswered points, and they knock off Stroud on the road 34-26. Let's go back and recap the scoring in this one. It was all Stroud in the first half. 21-yard touchdown run by Gage Perrick with 11:22 to play in the first quarter to make it 6-0. They made it 12-0 with a minute to play in the first quarter on a 1-yard run by the quarterback Grant Ellerick. 2-point conversion pass, no good. 12-0 the score at the end of the first quarter. Stroud went up 18-0 with 7:13 to play in the first half. 10-yard run by Gage Perrick, his second rushing touchdown of the ball game. Another 2-point conversion was no good. That made it 18-0. And now you look back on that, starting off the ball game with 3 missed 2-point conversions. I mean, that was huge down the stretch, although you really didn't think about that at the time. But then Stroud scored late in the first quarter. They put together a 14-play, 88-yard drive in just under 4 minutes. 20-yard touchdown pass from Grant Ellerick to Drew Ellerick, and the 2-point conversion run by Perrick. That made the score 26-0 at half, and you really felt like they had the momentum. They'd scored late in the first half, and that, that was all she wrote for Pawhuska. But I guarantee you, Coach Matt Hennessy did not think that way. They came out in the second half. When I made the comment, I said, Pawhuska's got to do something quickly on this opening drive of the third quarter. That's exactly what they did. 7 plays, 70 yards in 2 minutes and 43 seconds. A 1-yard touchdown run by Bryce Drummond. The 2-point conversion run by Drummond was huge. That made it 26-8 with 9:16 to play in the ball game. Pawhuska stops Stroud. They get the ball back starting off on their own 47-yard line. They go 53 yards in 3 plays in 1:37. And once again, it's a 1-yard touchdown run by Bryce Drummond. They go for 2, come up empty, but it's now 26-14 with 3:47 to play in the third. Stroud is stopped. They go for it on 4th down, come up empty. They went for it on 4th down on their own 35-yard line. When all was said and done, they lost yardage, and Pawhuska took over at the Stroud 28 wasted no time. 5 plays, a minute 54. The 28-yard drive capped off with the 16-yard touchdown pass, a beautifully thrown pass by Drummond to Mason Gilkey in the back left corner of the end zone. 16-yard pass for the touchdown, 2-point conversion pass incomplete. 13 seconds to play in the third quarter. It's a one-possession game at 26-20. Pawhuska gets the stop they need, basically a 3 and out. They end up getting the ball back at their own 41-yard line. They started the drive with 10:24 to play in the ball game, and they marched down the field and tied the ball game up. 5 plays, 59 yards in a minute 28. Drummond to Dalton Hurd, the 15-yard touchdown pass. They went for 2 to get the lead, didn't get it. So 10:24 to play in the contest, and we're tied at 26. Pawhuska 3 and out. After they had good field position, starting the drive at the Pawhuska 42, Stroud went 3 and out after starting the drive at the Pawhuska 42-yard line. They punt the ball down. Pawhuska takes over on their own 15. They move the ball out to the 28-yard line. They have to punt. Great punt by Drummond. Sets up Stroud at their 18-yard line. They move the ball out to near midfield before they have to punt it away. Short punt gave the ball to Pawhuska at their own 44-yard line with 3:53 to play in the ball game. They go 56 yards in 6 plays in a minute 38, and Kevin Davis on third down and very short at the 2-yard line scores from 2 yards out. They get the 2-point conversion pass to go up 34-26. Stroud had one last chance. They took over on their own 40-yard line. They got down into the red zone, got down to the 6-yard line, as a matter of fact, went backwards from there, and it was 4th and 15 from the 17-yard line with about 20 seconds to play, and the quarterback went down. He slipped to a knee. That was Grant Ellerick. He slipped to a knee, and that was the ball game. Pawhuska took it to a knee and ran the clock out, and Pawhuska with the big comeback down 26-0 at the half. They win 34-26. We'll take a break. We'll go through the post-game numbers and go through some scores on the Squirtle scoreboard before we send you on your way. Tremendous ball game tonight. Boy, you feel for Stroud, but boy, I tell you what, you've got to play the entire 48 minutes, and Pawhuska did that. This is the game of the week on Squirtle.
At Mako Promotions in Stroud, promoting your business is their business. They offer unique quality promotional products, excellent service, and customer-focused marketing. Jason Huey is at your service when you are looking to thank a customer, reward top achievers, put on the event of the year, or increase your brand awareness. Find Jason online at macopromotions.com/Jason Huey or call 405-795-7850. Check out their holiday gift guide and their newest products at macopromotions.com. 202 North Old Stroud Road in Stroud.
When it comes to helping local folks with loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call.
Stroud Regional Medical Center makes a difference in Greater Lincoln County. Since 1978, they've grown to serve the area while staying true to the traditions that help build the hospital. Their dedicated team and quality medical staff are ready to provide you with competent, compassionate care. Serving your healthcare needs is their top priority, and they are committed to continually improving the quality of care they provide in their hospital and clinics. Serving all with respect, quality, and compassion. Stroud Regional Medical Center, 2308 Route 66 West in Stroud.
Tom Nelson and the crew, Corey Rogers, Trey Robinson, Ethan Sunken from Stroud High School, Jack Pawhuska Field, one last time, and big comeback. There won't be too many bigger comebacks than that in high school football in the playoffs this year, as Pawhuska comes back from 26 down in the first half to win 34-26. Let's hit the numbers for you really quick. First of all, for Pawhuska, keep in mind they had 77 yards in the first half. They end up with 22 rushing yards on 26 carries, 18 of 27 for 314 passing yards, 2 touchdowns and 1 pick for Bryce Drummond. Drummond rushing had 18 carries for 13 yards. Kevin Davis 6 carries for 7 yards to, quote, lead the way. And Drummond threw the 2 touchdown passes to Mason Gilkey for 16 yards, 15 yards to Dalton Hurd. Kevin Davis caught 7 balls in the contest as well. So 53 plays for Pawhuska, 336 yards after they had 77 in the first half. For Stroud, 45 rushes for 184 yards. Of those, Gage Perrick had 33 carries for 185 in the contest. Grant Ellerick had 10 carries for -2. And so basically 45 for 184. They had 28 carries for 161 yards at halftime. They end up with 23 rushing yards in the first half. In the ball game, throwing the ball, Grant Ellerick was 17 of 26 for 223 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. He had 156 in the first half. He ended with 223. So 71 offensive plays for Stroud, 407 yards. They had 90 yards of total offense in the second half. Drew Ellerick in his final game caught 11 passes, including a touchdown, had a big 58-yard reception right at the top of the second or third play of the ball game, second play of the ball game, I think it was. And so Drew and Grant, the twins, sons of Coach Chris Ellerick, they go off. Both played very well tonight, but disappointment as their season comes to an end with a record of 11-1. And we will tell you, we'll check the scoreboard really quick, and we'll get down to Class A and tell you who Pawhuska will play next week. 6A1 tonight, one game. Jenks is moving on to the championship game. They beat Moore 48-20 and more tonight. Tomorrow it's Broken Arrow and Owasso, number 1 versus number 3 in 6A1. In 6A2 on the Squirtle scoreboard, Bixby no trouble with Dell City 47-19, and Stillwater less trouble with Choctaw 62-12, the final score in that one. So a couple of blowouts. It's going to be a good matchup in a couple of weeks when Bixby takes on Stillwater for the state championship. In Class 5A, in the fourth quarter, 8 to play, Edison Prep is leading Bishop McGuinness 41-35. That'll be fun to keep track of. Piedmont hammering Coweta tonight on the road 62-21. That one's final. Bishop Kelly over Noble 28-7. That ball game still has meat on the bone with 9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Carl Albert rolls McAllister. This is a final 38-7. In Class 4A on the Squirtle scoreboard, in the fourth quarter, Wagoner and number 1 Bethany are tied at 14. Tuttle edges Broken Bow 14-13. That's a final. High scoring game in the fourth quarter. Weatherford leading Salisaw 46-33. And Poto over Cache tonight. Final score 40-7. In Class 3A tonight, Plainview still playing against Chakota, and they're leading in the fourth quarter 58-34. Heritage Hall beats Stigler 34-9. That's a final. Verticruz ends the season for Perkins Tryon. That's a bit of an upset. 42-28 the final score there. Lincoln Christian hammers Kingfisher tonight 55-14 to end the season for the Yellow Jackets. And that's all the scores in Class 3A. Class 2A tonight, Beggs is leading Chisholm 27-8. That ball game is late in the fourth quarter. Kingston over Hugo 22-12. About halfway through the fourth quarter there. Lindsay over Eufaula, that's a final 15-14. Metro Christian over Meeker 42-20. That's a final. Vian has beaten Millwood 47-16. Washington edges Holland Hall 17-14. Adair over Jones, 32-27. Sperry shuts out Luther. We saw them a few weeks ago against Chisholm. Sperry wins that ball game 38-0. And like I said, that Washington Hall game, that's gone final, 17-14. There's two different scores on that one, but it has gone final. Class A, which a lot of you will be interested in. Barnsdall edges Gore on the road, 29-26. Cashin, no trouble with Texoma, 45-6 the final score there. Of course, our ball game, Pawhuska beats Stroud 34-26. Rejoice Christian over Wowoka tonight, 62-18. Wow, shootout, and Minko was up big in this ball game. Thomas comes back to beat Minko 47-45. Mangum over Dibble 28-6. Pawnee over Wayne 44-21. And it is Ringling shutting out Frederick 27-0. So next week it is Pawhuska and Ringling. And I believe that ball game should be in Pawhuska, I believe, because Ringling played at home tonight. Pawhuska was on the road. Don't hold me to that, but I think that's the way it sets up. In Class B tonight, Alec upsets Laverne 44-30, the final score there. Davenport over Waletka 46-6. Canadian beats Depew 62-12. Shattuck pulls away from Burns Flat Dill City, wins 40-26. And Regent Prep over Strother tonight 54-0. Pioneer moves on. They beat Waurika 38-8. Cherokee rolls over Snyder 52-6. And Dewar hammers Summit Christian 72-27. One last class is Class C. Update the Squirtle scoreboard here really quick. Get those last four scores in. Whoa. Timberlake upsets number 1 Southwest Covenant 40-26. Was a tragic season for Southwest Covenant, of course, losing a player who was killed after was being injured in the football game and then died. And so their season comes to an end. Their first loss of the season, they lose to Timberlake. Big ups to Coach Brian Severin and the Timberlake Tigers as they beat Southwest Covenant tonight 40-26. The Tigers are going to the state semifinals. Tipton over Sasakwa 76-42. Waynoka pulls away from Graham Dustin in the second half to win 28-14. And Pond Creek Hunter shuts out Covington Douglas 48-0, the final score there. And that is all your scores across the state. Next Friday night, we get back at it and do it again. We'll try to figure out a good place to be and where we can celebrate Black Friday. And we'll let you know as soon as we can, probably on Sunday or Monday, where our broadcast will be at. But we've got all kinds of options across this great state of Oklahoma. Before we get out of here, let's just go back and just really quick. 26-0 Stroud at the half. 34 unanswered points for Pawhuska in the second half, and they win 34-26. And Stroud had the ball late inside the 20-yard line, but came up short, and they wrap up their season. First loss of the year, they finish 11-1. Pawhuska moves on to take on Ringling. Their record is 11-1 as well. Thank you so much to the crew. Corey Rogers, our producer-engineer, Trey Robinson, Ethan Sunken, our camera guys who are just now warming up enough. It's actually been very nice in this press box tonight, but they're going to hit me from behind. Thank you so much to the coaches, Chris Ellerick from Stroud, also Matt Hennessy from Pawhuska with a lot of their help this week as we did the homework getting ready for this broadcast. And once again, final score for the final time tonight. Pawhuska comes from way back to knock off Stroud on the road. Your final score is 34-26. This has been the Squirtle High School Football Game of the Week presented by High Plains Insurance. Have a great weekend. We'll talk to you next week from somewhere.